light in the distance, and it seems kind of farther down, and kind of as you start going, it's a little steeper going into this kind of tunnel.
I walk carefully.
All right.
Oh, I also have
Yes.
have
careful.
my dancing lights on. Like one of them, just like one small orb, so I can see where I'm going.
As you're going down, you're being careful. You notice there's a steeper part, and you kind of have to get lower and slide it and kind of glide with the ground, having a hand kind of close to make sure you don't fall. As you do so, you look back up and you can still see that little light, kind of in the distance.
Whoa.
You can kind of tell it kind of illuminated an edge of like the end of the cave there. Before you see that little flutter, kind of the light from the top of the cave kind of fade to the bottom as you see the light kind of go down.
I still follow.
Okay.
The
Say,
light fills me with determination.
Say you
No.
kind of you see Infara continue to go off with without really saying a word. Kane kind of catches up to you and be like, "Does he tell you where she was going?"
No, I simply just started following her to make sure she was safe. She went down there.
God, this thing's fucking huge.
Well, let's make sure she stays out of trouble. We don't know where everyone's at. As he kind of looks back up the deep tunnel system.
I know our way back. We'll be fine.
He simply nods. All right.
She begins to slide down. After
And
Infara.
you follow the same simple path as she leads the way, basically. You can easily catch up with her if you like, as Infara is not particularly going fast. And the light has kind of went from her vision.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How's Kane doing?
Kane's here. He's a person. He's an NPC. He's doing his thing.
Thank you, but how is he doing?
Do you really want that answer?
Don't make him fall on his fucking face. Or so help me.
D20 time.
I
He's fine.
hate you.
It's okay. I didn't see no result. I picked it up beforehand. Either way, Kane's doing just fine. Don't worry about him. He's a big boy. I'm sure nothing bad is happening.
I don't trust you.
You should never trust a DM in whatever I say.
I don't trust you whether you're the DM or not.
That's another good statement to live by. No one trusts me in any lying game anyway. All right, Infara. You can get to the cliff here if you want, or follow the light that disappeared below your vision.
Who just grunted?
That was.
And are you okay?
I'm good.
You say that.
This piece of fabric is huge.
Oh.
Okay, so I wanna follow the light. What would okay? If
You
I go
follow.
to the yeah.
You follow it all the way to the edge of the cavern, into an outlet tunnel basically, and you look and there's a kind of a cylinder, almost semi-perfect cave here, and you can see it kind of. And if you look down, you see more darkness as you see a little flutter, and then it goes into some darkness.
Is the way still like steep or is it like normal ground now?
As you look at it, it seems to be a bit of a. If you would jump off straight, it just goes down. When you look more carefully, you see you still have to jump down per se, but there's like a little safer way to start going into this down this cylinder cavern.
I wanna take the safer route.
Okay.
What do I roll for that?
Give me an acrobatics.
Okay.
No, it's not straight. God damn it.
Neither am I. Wait a minute.
That's a 15.
I don't have a big enough space.
With that, you do it. The first one you jump off, it's fine. The second one, and then third, and you feel that third one kind of gives a little. It gives a. You can hear it fall. You don't hear it hit the bottom.
And Farah yelps a little bit as the thing cracks, but then
Before you-
tries to listen closely to anything like anything hitting the ground at all.
As you lean in and start listening, you start you don't hear it hit, and then you start hearing a kind of many little flutters as you see a ton of little come bursting out of the black plume that you haven't really got close enough to examine yet. That seem to be absorbing the light, and you watch as these little white moths come flying up, and they go up, 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 and out of sight. Well, until you can't really tell where they're going.
Fuck! I want to follow. Ow! I want to follow them. I want to see if I can still use my fly.
Oh god, the music I'm playing does not help the situation.
The music I was playing had died, so.
I've got
Yes, I can
cloud
still use
music.
fly
Uh,
for the day.
for the record, Kane and Shade, you watch as you watch Infara go down, and then a few moments later you hear and well you more see a white plume just go up in the opposite direction.
And then you see it and Farah follow by flying.
Oh no!
Well, guess it's just me from here. She just clings to the wall and starts climbing after her.
I'll go find the others. Kane says.
All right.
Be careful! He shouts, and you both hear it as it kind of echoes through the walls.
Naturally.
And fire. You start following the white butterflies going up. Or not?
You
Sorry, I
said
said
they were
moths.
moths.
They're moths. Sorry, I said
I will
butterflies.
fight someone.
Yeah.
So, who invited the Radiants?
hmm
Don't think you can stop that I think this is a reference.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't watch things. Besides the point. And Farah, you kind of recognize a little bit of the color, like it kind of gives you vibes of back when you were in the pool world. And these moths are like pure white in silhouettes and like no real detail, but just kind of a light white.
I wanna try and reach out for them.
As you go and reach for one, they'll scatter from your hands and then they'll do so again. It doesn't seem like you're able to catch one. As you start flying closer and closer to the top, you hit the surface and you watch as they spill out into the Shadowfell.
Wait,
And
so I
scatter.
hit the ceiling?
You weren't that deep. Kind of.
So my head hit the ceiling.
No, you didn't hit the ceiling. You watch as they the cylinder goes all the way to the surface of the Shadowfell. As you follow them up.
Oh boy.
And you watch as they kind of, when you reach the top, they all scatter and fly into the Shadowfell. Oh, in all sorts of different directions.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I follow to the right. As I point to the left.
Alright,
Good job.
Shade,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Well, she's doing that, I guess.
She's just gonna kind of keep close. She's still digging her claws in the walls and climbing after, just to keep not. She has
What?
made her presence known at this point. Like obviously, Amphara would have heard her shouting towards Kane,
Yeah.
but she's following just to make sure that Amphara doesn't get herself into trouble.
What's your climb speed?
Too late.
My climb speed is 35.
35. You can't keep up with her flying. Okay.
Ha ha ha!
Fly's so good.
Yes.
It
Wow.
is. Yeah, fly's good.
Can't even keep up to protect. Wow, she might as well already commit seppuku. She can't do her job.
Come on now.
Reese, I'm seeing what you're doing.
Do you?
I just want to write LOL.
Would it kill you to wait for me and Farah?
I think she's
There.
too far ahead to hear you.
Doesn't even reverb off the walls.
A little bit. You do hear the sounds of Shade's voice coming from from below.
Do I understand what Shade is saying? Or is it too echoed at this point?
Listen, make a perception check would be the best one.
Perception.
Yeah, probably perception.
That is for sight and hearing.
18.
With that, you kind of get the gist of wait up, and make out kind of what he's saying with the reverb all included.
Haha.
I fly a little bit slower, but what I do is I arrange my dancing lights in a way that the light kind of gives away where I'm going. So I basically have a line of lights behind me as far as it can possibly go.
Okay.
This wouldn't be a problem if I just had leveled up to level 9, so I can just run on the wall.
Naruto
about that.
style. Naruto run on the wall. as
Sorry
soon
about
as he
that.
can.
Do it.
I will when I level up, but for now I have
Yes.
to climb.
For the record, now you're about to the point where you're above the canopy of Shadowfell trees, as you watch all the moths slowly duck into the forest, and you lose sight of pretty much all of them at some point. If you stop following them.
I don't stop following them. Duh.
All right. Well,
Following a little bit slower now.
they fly away. I don't have a fly speed for them, but they fly.
Yeah.
You
Farah calls out to them, "Where are you going?" Or while flying.
the moths have no response as they continue to scatter away from you. No duh. Maybe
I
maybe
would
the
be
point is not for you to chase the butterflies, but I'm not you.
Butterflies.
Moths, whatever.
Don't you fucking whatever me. They're different.
The point was not to chase these, but
You
No,
make
that-
it so painfully obvious. I have to chase them.
whatever. Oh, we'll keep going with it. We'll see where it goes, but I don't know. Fuck if I know. In that case, not long. You hear footsteps in everyone that's in the cave that's up at the campsite. You can hear a little bit of panting and heavy footsteps coming up through kind of the echoes as King gets closer.
Rosa is in mid-trance still, so...
Okay.
Cool.
I gave you guys my input, I'm just waiting on the others.
To be fair, you're still technically conscious and aware while in trance.
I know.
Yeah.
She just really didn't care because she's in her lover's arms.
Fair enough.
Okay.
The bot leaves.
No.
Perfect.
Because my music stopped.
Hold on.
Oh no, I didn't want to put that. Oops.
So what are y'all's input? Kane coming back.
I throw a firecracker at him.
Fucking.
Mean.
Make an attack.
Oh, okay.
Let's never do.
Throwing it at him. Sure.
What do I add to that? Fucking.
Roll
Strength.
to hit first.
Strength. Strength.
Strength.
You're throwing it. It's strength.
18.
18. You. As Kane just about to speak, you throw a firecracker at him, and it goes down his in front of his shirt, and as he's like, ah, son of a bitch.
Rude.
Oh, I'm such an asshole.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, you are.
Glad to be back,
No
guys.
time for jokes, Zara. And Fire just wandered off or flew off somewhere.
That seems
She
kind
went
of
down to
normal.
the cave system, and then
really have to follow her.
I don't know where she went, and I can't fly.
That's not you.
Everyone at this point is just go sucks the stuff for Anfara.
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't fucking go after her.
We can't climb. We can't climb.
But what if you track?
Well, I
No,
mean,
this is
theoretically, I have a griffin that I can ride, but that's beside the point.
Those birds going off.
Yeah, fucking. They don't shut up. It's great.
Kane, was there anybody who followed her? Like, did you
Shay-
try to follow her?
I tried following her up to the point when she starts flying, and then
Hello?
she started climbing up the cylinder.
Oh fuck.
Oh, great.
What happened?
I mean,
Mm.
I missed like part of a conversation because Discord decided to say fuck Dakota.
Ah, yes.
Kane's talking about what's happening, is what's going on at the moment, to everyone that's up in the top part of the cave.
Got it.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to find her.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the cave system and see if she came back through that way, but I don't know where she's at.
Zara, let's go. You're coming with me.
Okay, sure. I can throw more firecrackers and scare people.
Yeah.
So glad that you
Corbin.
guys found each other again.
Corvus kind of tries to shake Rosa out of her trance.
What? What?
And Farah is missing. We have to go get her.
And she just has this odd look of like, the fuck.
Mother mode
Still-
activates.
Rosa then pipes in saying, she's normally the one I'm not really worried about. Now I have to be worried. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, apparently now all of you guys are obsessed with shiny things.
Apparently.
I could say something, but
Listen.
I won't.
You could, but will you?
Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
Yeah! Someone knows the other half.
Blood is thicker
Until
than the water of the womb.
Correct.
Right and wrong. As everyone
Ro-
starts cutting out. Great.
Rosa got up and looks over at Finley. Then at Corvus and is like, fine, I'll go.
Corvus kind of just grins and helps her along.
But what more can I do? I can't do much. She murmurs.
Kane looks at you. You look exhausted.
I am.
At least he didn't say you look like shit. It's like, imagine like Kane, a really sweet voice, like, hey, you look like shit.
Like, hey, bro, you should really take care of yourself more.
Rosa just kind of looks at Kane's like, I am. Why do you want to state the? Yeah.
I want to say that's exactly what Rosa says.
Yes, that's exactly what she says. She can't talk right.
Amphara, update. If you're choosing to slow down while you fly, you will not be able to keep up with the butterflies.
First of all, they're moths. Second of all,
They're just
It's
moths.
just
Discord die again.
pulled up.
Discord is dying, just in general.
not for me.
Well,
It's in and out.
yeah.
Do you wait for shade or do you keep following the moths?
What's going on with Shade? Shade's still following Amphara.
I know you are. I'm asking what Amphara is doing.
For
Very quickly.
the duration of my flying, for how long that's still gonna last, I
10 minutes.
choose to follow the moths.
Great.
But
You
I keep
watch-
the trail of light behind me.
You try your best. Your trail of lights can only go 120 feet away, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Dancing lights,
She can keep making more though, theoretically.
but she can't cast them farther away.
Yeah, I can't cast them farther away, and they kind of follow me around.
Yeah.
And they have to, and each light has to be within a certain distance of the other, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Shade can. What I'm saying is, like, after like it reaches a certain distance, she could theoretically just cast it again. This way, Shade can keep tabs on where she is.
That's not the problem. She can't cast that far. She's moving at 60 feet, well, 120 feet per turn to keep up with these butterflies. But the dancing lights
They're
only go
moths.
so far. I have a stat sheet of butterflies.
They're butterfly moths.
I'm gonna say the wrong thing.
I thought she was going slower.
Not anymore.
Yeah, she decided not to.
When she realized she wasn't keeping up with the moths, she sped back up. It's the problem.
Congratulations, Amphara, you left Shade for dead.
That's
them in
not
the dark.
true.
I want.
She's alone in the dark.
She's fine.
Do you
don't
have
know
dark
that.
vision?
I do.
Okay.
She's a cat. She should.
Give me one Constitution check since you've been climbing for a while.
Can I at least have advantage because monk?
Why would you have advantage because of monk?
Because this is just something that, this is just something I can do normally is climbing.
I'll say because you're a tabaxi.
That works. I mean, the monk training would have also helped, and that was my more so my first thought.
Okay.
And metal dice do not like me. Apparently,
Ha.
good thing I have advantage on this. That is a 15.
You
No.
can't
19.
you can't quite tell the top, and you've climbed quite a distance from the ledge you started at. That falling from here may hurt. It's hard to tell from the darkness, and you can start to see the edge of the lip of the cylinder at the top.
Hang on. It wouldn't hurt me because I have slow fall, but
Oh yeah. Well, to a normal person, how's that?
that's fair.
you're high enough where it could be a potential danger for some people.
Can I still somewhat see Amphara's lights?
You still see the tail of the lights. And that's what gives you the illuminate edge of the cylinder, where you can see. As you can see, she's obviously he slowed down for a moment and then sped right back up as soon as he noticed the moths were going away.
And she
Shade's
just
gonna-
yells after the moths, like, slow down!
Okay, can I hear her?
I mean, I'm
You
pretty sure
you're still close. She's still close enough to the hole that you can hear her as you're maybe 1 or 2 rounds per se from the top here.
Okay, is there like a ground I can land on so I can stop climbing so I can actually run?
At the moment, no. You kind of have to climb the edge
Damn.
of the cylinder. Sorry, man.
This is why I need 9th level monk, so I can just run on this damn wall.
It's funny. Just one short. It's always one short.
I just keep climbing. There's not really much else I can do. I mean, I could feline agility, but that's... Well, I'm gonna get it back anyways, because as soon as we get back, we're resting.
Alright, and Far, you continue to follow the butterflies. As you keep following them, you see them, they keep scattering and going less and less. Until you all end up following only one.
And Farah just looks confused. Also, while following the moth, she looks around the cave to.
You're
Like,
back.
have
You're not out in the cave anymore. You're back on the surface level of the Shadowfell.
Okay.
I've got a question.
What are my surroundings?
The dead Darkwood trees, basically. You're in the Blood Forest.
I got a question.
Yes.
Can I attempt to speed this up a bit by making like an acrobatics check to kind of wall hop to speed up my advance towards the edge?
Yeah, sure. I'll let you.
Cool.
Normal roll.
Normal roll, that's fine. I should only need a normal roll. Oh, yeah, I should only need a normal roll as I roll a nat 20.
Hey.
As you put yourself in a position, like, I'm never gonna keep up at this rate. You kind of pull yourself up and kind of put all your energy, and you find out some nice lead, foot hooks, basically, to push off of, and you basically start,
Read it.
yeah, doing larger leaps vertically upwards using your claws to your advantage, as you will get up there in this next round here.
Sweet. So
Kane, for the record, Kane is leading you guys all to the cave that they went down to. You guys go buy some mushrooms, by the way.
Ooh.
I'm gonna stop Zara from taking any.
Damn.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
I mean, I was going to,
Rosa-
but
Rosa looks at the mushrooms.
They have a light glow to them with kind of some circles on them, a little bit.
Oh, if only I were Chester, I'd collect them.
No. They're not good.
Perfectly fine.
Rosa's gonna separate herself from Corvus for a
They
moment.
look poisonous, by the way.
Rosa kind of slows down, and letting the group kind of continue without hopefully them noticing.
I wanna.
Corvus would be the only one to notice since you were the one next to him.
I
What
wanna.
was that you guys cut out?
I didn't catch
Corvus
that,
would be
Tony.
the.
Oh my
I
god,
think my
one at a
Discord is
time.
looking up.
I'm gonna shut up now.
No, I can't hear you guys. You guys keep cutting out on my end.
Oh, yeah, I can't hear you. You're very quiet for some reason.
You
Weird.
sound very muffled.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right next to my computer.
I don't know. You sound much quieter than you usually are.
I mean, I'm on my MacBook right now. I was
That-
cutting fabrics.
That might be why. You're just farther away. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, what were you saying, Rosa?
I wanna try to make like. I wanna see if I know this. So would I roll an intelligence check?
Roll in nature.
Nature?
Yeah.
And what disadvantage?
You're just
I'm
not
still
proficient with it. Oh yeah, you are exhausted. Disadvantage.
That would be a 14.
You look at these. These are some large mushrooms. They're different from the ones you find in the wild on the surface. The luminous glow doesn't really give you an insight of what it is. You do know a lot of Underdark mushrooms tend to have a glow, and you recall hearing some type of creature made of mushrooms as well, but that doesn't seem to be these as well.
She looks a little skeptical of them. I'm gonna poke it.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
She's
When you-
exhausted. What
Yeah.
do you expect from that?
Noticing that Rosa is about to poke something that
You.
Corvus is going to reach for her hand.
I want opposing dex checks.
Damn it.
I have disadvantage, so give me a moment.
This is going great, guys.
What did you get?
Ugh, I gotta find a flat space. The flat space that I have is not working. Not flat enough. What was my dex? 12.
Good, because I got a 3.
Thank God.
You have your finger almost to the surface of the mushroom when you feel Corvus' firm grip on your wrist.
Huh? Oh, hi.
Corvus just kind of rolls his eyes and just goes, "Don't touch anything."
But they're pretty.
What's your passive perception, Corvus?
Passive perception is 12.
I'll say you notice since you're kind of looking at this, you can see the mushrooms kind of lean as you make louder noises.
Corvus quickly grabs hold of Rosa's waist, picks her up, and moves her away from the mushrooms.
Put
And
me
puts
down.
himself in between her and the mushrooms.
Put me down.
The last thing we need is an elf clicker, thank you.
What do those
Or
mushrooms
anyone
do?
getting high.
We don't know what those mushrooms do, thank you.
Okay, but they have round spots on them, yes?
They have spots on them, but that's an aesthetic taste. That doesn't mean anything. Good luck with your real life
I
war
would
there.
fight you on that. That most spotted mushrooms are actually poisonous. To some degree.
Are you
And
telling me
you
that's
should-
poisonous? You'll have to go
Most
find out.
likely.
You'll have to go find out. Otherwise, it's fine.
Well, the more you say we have to find out, the more I want to find out.
No, please. Don't listen to the DM.
Why not?
It's always a bad idea to listen to the DM when he goes, you'll have to find out.
Beware the smiling DM. I really want to get him that pin.
I'm always smiling.
You've
at
never
everyone.
experienced true fear until your DM just goes, oh no.
We haven't got there.
Yet.
I yeah. Oh, that was a mess.
Do you guys just continue moving on then?
Yeah.
Alright. You move past the mushrooms and continue and you follow, and you get to the edge of this cliff. And you notice this, the cylinder edge cliff can only hold about 2 people at a time.
Oh,
Otherwise, if you shove a third person, you're occupying too much space and someone may fall very easily.
Alright, I'm going.
Are you going down or are you gonna start trying to climb?
Gonna try to. No, don't you dare do that to that book! Don't you dare!
Please don't.
No, Tony! It's a horrible idea!
But I
What's
got it from
happening?
Half Price Books for like $2. I can always get another one. There were a bunch of copies there.
I would
What?
get
This
another
this
one
one's
first
fun
and
'cause it has the
then-
Get
original
another one
pictures.
first. Get
Get another one first.
Yeah, get another
Okay, I'm
one.
gonna have to go back to Half Price Books soon then.
What happened?
That. They're
Okay,
gonna
so-
rip out
Muted
the
chat
book
room.
pictures.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to paint my doors, but I'm not allowed to actually paint on my doors. So I got canvas to put on top of my doors on like my closet, because I have like 4 individual doors on my closet that slide out. And
Gotcha.
I've got like canvas. I just cut the canvas to fit the length of my doors. And one of the ones that I wanted to do was I just wanted to glue random scraps of paper with like this really cool marbled effect on it and have just an entire sheet of that. And then I went, what if I put pages of books on it too? And then I remembered I have an Alice in Wonderland book. That would look really cool.
No.
Do not do
Yeah.
that.
I won't.
say
I'll
do
just
whatever
put
you
on a
want.
Brave New World and All the Light We Cannot See. 'Cause I don't care about those books.
All right, back to the darkness we go.
Alright,
Yes, yes.
You know those extra daggers I have that Delphi keeps, for some reason keeps getting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't have claws, so might as well use those extra daggers as, Mike.
We're gonna die.
God, fucking.
You're gonna
Okay.
die.
Do you have
Alright.
dark vision, Delphi?
Yes, I do.
Well, how far?
Really
60
quickly,
feet.
really quickly from a knife collector's standpoint, you'll get about 2 feet up, and then the daggers won't work anymore. They will
Don't let
literally
her-
shatter.
We'll let her find out. She'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, what?
She'll
No.
be
What?
fine.
Logic.
What?
We're doing logic.
It's
We'll
Delphi
find out.
logic. If I say it, some reason works.
This isn't the
What?
Prince of Persia.
Okay, but she doesn't want them. She's gonna have to get rid of them somehow. Might as well use them.
Sell them. Make money.
Shut.
Tried.
Let her get
Delphi,
herself
what
killed.
are you doing, Delphi?
I'm going to quickly make a perception check first.
You
That's-
look around
Do I have anything that can help?
and
Oh,
you
no,
don't
perception.
see any when you know it. You don't see Shade, and you know Kane has said Shade was climbing after her.
Whatever.
So they seem to be outside your dark vision.
Damn it.
Can
You
I
could probably
see
see the claw
if...
marks.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
You look more intently, and you see the marks where Shade started climbing up. You can
They
see
were-
the 4 or 5 fingers digging into the wall, and they don't dig very deep, but he's able to climb enough.
I'm gonna turn Desire and pull up the 2 daggers. You think I could use them to climb?
I think you're gonna get yourself killed.
Should I try it?
Sure.
Desire said sure!
Which daggers are you using?
The non-magical 2 extra daggers that I have that are just simple daggers.
All right, cool. I
I don't
wanted
have-
to know.
Any way to fix
Give me
this.
an initial. Oh boy, that's gonna be rough, Delphi. Give me an initial athletics check, because this is climbing, not acrobatics.
Alright.
Give me an athletics check with advantage, because you're using daggers for a little while, and we'll see how well it
19.
goes. You get a good start, and with starting off with this little ledge definitely helps you get a more solid hold with these daggers. As you start digging the dagger in the rock, you immediately start to notice these daggers are already chipping from this hard rock you're digging into.
Can I
You-
see if I can find
Either
a
the
good
rock is
spot
really
to-
tough or your daggers are very cheap. One of the two.
Find out
either
both.
or. Yeah. Alright, in this case, I am finally removing them from my inventory and chucking them while grabbing onto it. You know, first I'm gonna make sure I'm safe, and then I'm just gonna chuck them.
All right, so you're just chucking them in the dark, abyss.
Yeah.
You do so. Oh,
I hope
with no
those
problem.
feel something. Alright, and I'm just gonna climb up, see how far I can get.
All right. We will continue using that dex or that athletics while you're doing that.
Cool.
And Farah, we're gonna jump to you since you're. I just wanted I need to know what you're doing while all this stuff is going on, basically, while you try to catch
I
them off.
mean, I'm maneuvering around the trees, trying to follow that moth, and trying to figure out where the fuck it's flying to. Like, can I see anything other than trees around me?
Make a perception check.
Okay, wait, give me a moment. Can that baby outside please just shut up? It's been screaming hysteria for the past 5 minutes. That is a 14.
A 14.
Uh-huh.
As you look around, you definitely don't recognize where you're at. You've been following this moth for quite a while, and you're not quite sure which way is back to the cave that you came out of.
My fucking
As
God.
this moth is flying the same speed as you, and it ducks and weaves and goes all sorts of directions as it flies away from you.
She yells after it again. Where are you going? Naturally, there's not gonna be an answer.
Shade's ears kind of perk up at that and is just like, okay, cool. She's now going to start maneuvering around trees by teleporting because she can do that because it's dark here.
Yeah, you can do that as many times as you want, correct? Since there's way of the shadow.
Since I can use it as a bonus action, and since we're not in combat right now, yeah, I can technically use it as much as I want.
Perfect. You make an intelligence check for me, and we'll see where you're at here in a moment.
For me?
Yeah, since you can do this very quickly, and I assume it's like at least 30 feet, right?
It's 60 feet.
Oh yeah, you'll be. Oh god damn it, fucking movements. Not fast enough. You'll be able to keep with the sounds of her yelling at the moth.
I'll eventually make it. Law of averages dictate that.
That's true.
My intelligence check is a It is an 18.
Very quickly, you make you start teleporting, and you catch the tail of a little bit of a luminous light, kind of trailing between trees in a distance. You don't see Farah herself, but you can kind of see the glow from her dancing lights. As you look around as well, you don't see any moss in this area as well.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start continuing the following the life using my shadow hop to just kind of bounce between trees.
All right.
I have a question. So can I try to visually trap the moth by using dancing shadows? Make it appear that there's like walls of shadow around the moth.
Yeah, you can.
I'm doing that.
Okay.
Oh my God. We're gonna
And then can I
fucking
finally
die.
fucking grab the moth?
You put a box around the moth, and as you unveil the moth, you see it's on the bottom, and you can see it's that pure white kind of moth up, and it stopped moving. It's stationary as it
And Farah-
finally lands.
And Farah, just like for a moment, she just holds her breath, and she just goes, "Oh, finally!" And she just drops to the floor, like on her knees.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? Where did you bring me to?
You just see the moth slowly, its wings just oscillate unresponsive.
Do you? She like leans down to it, but like makes sure to stay at a safe distance so she doesn't scare it. Do you have anything to do with Nocturne?
Yeah.
Flutter, if you understand me.
You notice it doesn't respond in any way or form. It just-
Farah just lies on her back. I'm talking to a fucking moth.
You are.
A wild goose chase after a goddamn moth.
She groans and ruffles her hair. I'm going crazy!
Yep.
Welcome to the chaos of evil idiots.
More so than
She
usual.
points at the moth. This is your fault.
How close do you get close to it?
Not close enough to scare it. Fuck you.
Not close enough to scare it?
No.
Okay.
He just flies away again. God damn it.
If it flies away again, she will straight up kill it.
I'm sure you will.
I will.
It's still on the shadow
Fucking-
box. Correct?
If it, yeah.
Alright.
But if it fucking flies away again, I will cast motherfucking burning hands.
Shade's almost there. She has minor illusion. She can make a bottle that can't escape.
It's already in the shadow box, so.
Fair enough.
And dancing shadows is a cantrip, so it never ends.
That's
You can
fair.
hold it. You can hold it for
Yeah,
now.
I can hold it.
With that, Shade, you quickly catch up now that Infara stops moving.
You just see, Infara, you just see this blob of shadow just kind of land beside you, and it stands up in the shape of a cat. And then in a couple seconds after the figure's fully formed, it's shape.
She just like goes, careful with your movements. I don't want to lose that moth.
Looks at the moth.
It's a white moth.
It's like a white. The white you would describe it as is like the white light of the dancing lights. That's how you would. That's how it looks visually. It doesn't. You also don't recognize this moth in this area. Like this is not a creature, as far as you know, in this area.
I have never seen these moths here before.
I have seen that moth before. Granted, I might have almost died when seeing it the first time. But potatoes, potatoes. Details, details. Look, I've been talking to a moth. Realization dawns on her again.
Are you okay, Enfada?
No, I am fucking not.
Should we head back so you can rest?
I'm not moving from this spot. The leaves are really nice and crunchy.
Then I guess we can set up a small camp here. I need to rest. That climbing is exhausting.
Where's Kane?
He went to get the others.
Could not climb the cliff.
He was
Shit.
also not blessed with claws, as she just kind of not retracts, but sends out the claws and then retracts them.
And Farah just does the okay hands and then she lies back down on the crunchy leaves.
Okay, crunch.
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 And then she
Ma-
just looks over at the moth in the shadow box and just goes, "Don't fucking move."
You watch as the moth flies onto the top of the box.
You will stay where you are or so help me.
Kill that goddamn moth.
What's the moth doing?
The moth is not moving at the moment. I mean, it's doing it like a small flutter, but it just seems to be like resting.
And Farah just watches the moth closely.
All right.
I know
Delphi.
you're hiding some sort of secret.
Yeah.
You start climbing, and you start getting about 30 to 60 feet away from the other group as they kind of start watching you climb. You don't feel, you're kind of using the previous holes that Shade made earlier to kind of give you both a little bit of guidance and a little more of an edge to grip on, but this is not an easy task, and you still don't see the top.
Alright, are we sure they went this way?
Kane's like, I am certain I saw Shade go up, but I don't know where it leads.
She's gonna fall and die, and it's not my
He's
fault.
not gonna fall and die if nobody mentions it.
Well, I've mentioned it twice now, so you know.
No.
Does
you haven't.
anybody have slow fall
Nope.
Nope.
or feather fall? That's the spell. Slow
Nope.
fall's the monk thing.
I
Yeah.
could check.
Good
No.
time. Good time.
So it goes up and down, right?
Honey,
Delphi's gonna
we're
start climbing
idiots.
down because
Alright.
Good.
you can't see them. There seems to be no exit. They probably used magic in order to get out. So, and since she doesn't have any teleport spells, she's just gonna go ahead and go back down.
Kane has teleport spells, but he doesn't know the area, so he can't teleport up there.
Fair.
Well then.
He doesn't know how far it is. He just like, it doesn't know. It sucks.
It is probably
How big
Kane,
is the hole?
Kane
that
Kane
flies
brings
out?
up. Well, Amphara went down first, and then all the white blur went up, and then we saw her chase after that. So
So.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see down.
as you look down, you can see about 4 or 5 ledges that look relatively safe.
Oh, God.
That go down, 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 and then you kind of see a kind of black foggy mist per se,
I hate that.
and it kind of obscures your vision from anything further below.
Can
That does
I
not look safe.
can I cast produce flame and just drop the flame down?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yay! So I do that. Does it help?
do that,
seeing
And you watch as it kind of disperses a little bit when it first enters, and then it kind of fills back in as you don't see the light go all the way through, or even like it come piercing through the cloud.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm
That
gonna
seems
use the cantrip light on a
Hey.
small rock and drop it down.
It has a similar effect.
Uh-huh.
Delphi, as you do that, you recognize it kind of gives you goosebumps the back of the pond when there was a black layer obscuring your vision over the pond when you went to rescue Kane and Amphara.
We probably might want to leave. Or we can go investigate and probably risk our lives.
Dude, that
And
sounds
she's gonna
fun.
point at Kane and go, "Do not go down. I have a feeling this might kill you,
Oh,
considering what happened last time."
He nods. Well, I'll stay here until you guys call for me, and then we'll see what happens then.
Alright. Shall we go down, Sarah?
sure.
Corvus and Rosa, you were also there for the record.
Alright.
Since you moved away from the mushrooms. Unless you want to fuck with the mushrooms. I'm
Please
okay
don't
with
fuck
fucking with
with
the
the
mushrooms.
Don't fuck the mushrooms, please.
Fuck with the mushrooms.
Not.
Do it.
Don't fuck with the mushrooms. Corvus will do everything in his power to prevent you from fucking with the mushrooms. He will grapple you if need be.
What could possibly go wrong with the mushrooms?
Shut
We
the fuck
don't-
up.
We don't need an elf clicker. Fine.
Alright, moving on.
Rosa is just too tired and just letting Corvus hold her. She's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna fight this time.
Kane turns to you guys. You guys want to wait up here while they go explore it?
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
Kane just
Can I-
sits on the edge and looks up.
Yeah, I can't leave her alone, so I guess I'll stay.
Watch Kane if he does something dumb.
Like
I
what we're
don't
doing
do
isn't
that
it?
many things that are dumb. As far as I
Rosa wants to be put down now. She's trying to get down.
do you want to force your way out, or is Corvus gonna let you?
What does Corvus want to do? Let me down or continue to hold me?
Corvus!
I don't know.
Oh my fucking god. It's one or the other, come on.
Do you want to roll against it or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll opposing strength checks, or whatever your preferred is there.
No.
No.
Either way, I got a now one, so.
Ha! I
Nice.
beat you! I got it too!
Bruh.
She flares around pretty good for a moment, and you almost losing your grip and dropping her for a moment, but you managed to straighten your back out, and you might feel some popping, but
Oh,
you're still
great.
holding her.
I just imagine her
Calling
hair
me
just
old
kind
man.
of. I imagine her hair kind of flipped over and hit Corvus in the face.
Yes.
Okay.
And she's like, "Put me down."
She's like a cat.
You watch Kane as he holds up his hand, and you see him cast magic to no avail.
Good job.
Put me down. Put me down. Put me down.
No.
Why do that when you could not?
Okay, down into the bottomless pit we go then.
Yep, we're going to Delphi and Zara real quick. You guys make one dex check for me.
Me too.
Are you going down with them?
I'm gonna have disadvantage because I'm holding Rosa.
Correct. But you can
16.
go down.
I'm tying a rope around Rosa's waist and then attaching it to mine.
Okay.
Rosa
Hey.
looks honestly confused. Like, she's giving you the what the fuck look.
He kind of kneels down and then he looks at her and he just goes, "Get on my back."
She squints. I can walk.
Ooh.
Get on my back.
I can fucking walk.
Fucking
Okay. Do it then.
Well, not with this rope around me, you kinky boy.
Oh my.
Do not do that voice. Thank you very much. That sounds way too much like Shadow the Hedgehog.
I hate all of you.
You could hate me if you tried.
No, I hate all of you.
Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry,
Tony?
nobody can hate me more than I
No.
already hate myself.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm sorry if you hate me.
What? I hate myself. I don't hate anyone in this hall except
Tony,
for myself.
Tony,
Yeah.
that's all.
Hey,
Mm.
if you're hating Cobalt, then you're missing out.
All right. What are you two doing?
They're fine.
Rosa's gonna try to walk, but I don't. Since she has rope on her, it's kind of making it difficult for her to keep balance.
How much rope are you using? Are you using all of it? Using just like enough to be like 6 feet apart, kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
As you look at the 6 feet apart rope, you notice jumping from a cliff to or like ledge to ledge is a little too far for that.
Damn it.
It's a little closer to like 8 or 9 feet. Not quite like you would hurt yourself if you fall, but it's a little farther.
All right, he'll like lengthen the rope then if that's what it is.
All right, you do so. Go ahead and make your dex checks. What'd you guys get, Delphi and Zara?
16.
10. 10.
Uh,
I'm
Delphi-
probably watching the two do stuff,
God,
and I'm
no.
like looking at them. It's probably what's going on with me.
as you jump, Delphi, you roll your ankle a little bit. Very discomforting. You have 25 movement
Ow.
for about an hour or two.
Good job.
Congrats.
Haha, at least I can climb.
Yeah,
As you guys jump to the third rock, you notice it gives a little movement,
Oh, that's
Um,
that's scary.
but you guys get past it without a problem.
The real problem is if you're gonna go back up and it does a movement that's a little more than just a little.
One at a time? You think?
I mean, we already passed it, didn't we?
You guys passed it, yes.
So the other two
Going
are still
one at a
coming
time.
down, right?
I got a 9.
Can I try to warn
You
them that that
also roll
one's
your
all
ankle.
move? That one moves.
Do what, Zara?
I want to tell the two that haven't gone to the third one yet that it's wobbled, that it moved a little bit, just so they don't, you know.
Okay. You pass on that knowledge. Rosa, what do you did?
I didn't know if you wanted me to roll, because everything just
are
kind
you-
of cut out, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay quiet.
You're walking on your own, so you give me a roll with disadvantage.
Okay, those were two very high rolls. I got a 19.
You hop, and then you hop, onto the second stone, and you feel, Corvus not kind of close to you. You feel the rope go tight when you go to the second one, as Corvus hasn't quite jumped down yet, and it kind of makes Corvus roll his ankle for a moment.
Thanks.
Corvus! Come on!
He just kind of like grunts and then straightens up and tries to pretend that he isn't limping.
You jump to the third one while tied. No problems. And as you do that as well, Corvus feels the rope kind of tightens again as you're noticing you have to jump in unison if you're gonna go.
Oh no.
Is Corvus right beside Rosa?
You guys are within 8 feet of each other.
Is there any chance we can walk to Corvus, or is he still
You
on
can
the
go
first
back.
floor?
You can go back on that because you're on the third stone and he's on the edge of the first. He's on the first stone. You're on the edge of the third one, and it requires you guys to kind of go in sync. You realize.
Rosa's gonna go back to Corvus.
You guys jump on the second one. It's a
She
bit tight.
gently tries to grab his hand, because I imagine, is the rope like stuck, has her arms stuck together, or?
Around her waist, I thought.
Yeah, it's around her waist.
Okay, everything keeps cutting out on my end, so I'm sorry for trying to clarify.
You're good.
She gently grabs his hand and is like, come on. You ready?
I guess.
She pouts and looks ahead. Alright then.
You jump to the next one. You're on 2. You guys jump on the third one.
Corvus will jump first.
Okay. When you jump on a Corvus, you notice that it gives a little movement.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. That's really fun. Fuck.
Is someone called?
What?
I didn't know your name was Fuck.
Occasionally.
No, fuck up, more like.
Ooh.
I mean, my brother also calls me little scheisse.
Little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I know that one.
okay. So Corvus jumped across. He's kind of got to wait for Rosa to
When you
cross.
jump to the fourth one, the rope goes tight again for Rosa.
Rosa, when she felt the tightness, she just instantly kind of jumps to the third rock.
Make that with disadvantage. Because that's not natural.
So, who likes clam
I like-
chowder,
No.
pancakes,
Go ahead.
and sausage?
Make your
Oh my god.
dex. Your acrobatic.
What is with natural ones?
Oh.
You watch as the rope tightens, and as he instinctively jumps and lands on it, part of the edge breaks off, and the main rock is still there as she starts falling. Corvus, you get one reaction before you fall into the darkness with her at the same time.
Oh, fuck. Okay, give me a sec.
Sorry.
Oh,
My
wait.
dice don't like me.
That's fine.
Hold on.
I'm actually about to cry.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
It sounds like everything's fine.
This is
Also,
fine as the house is burning down.
If I use Dimension Door, can I only use it on myself?
I don't know if you had time to
Teleportation
do that.
magic.
Dimension Door lets you take one willing creature with you.
Who is falling and too far away to reach. You can Dimension
Shit.
Door. When you do so,
But it's 500 feet.
your Dimension, it'll take you somewhere. But, let's see. How does it work with a rope around you? Let's go find out. Let's go read Dimension Door real quick.
I don't.
That's something, it's one of those weird scenarios that's probably not spelled out, but I need to read
It
Dimension
definitely
Door.
isn't spelled out.
It's a very specific scenario.
Yeah, it is.
Just-
Very, very specific.
Dimension Door. You teleport yourself to your current location to any other spot in range. Zach Desire, place
Wait.
you can visualize and straight distance upward, northeastward,
Coda.
45
The
degrees.
creature must be within 5 feet of you.
I
She is
just
not in
realized
5
I
feet.
did have feather fall, and my fucking thing didn't pick up on it when I was trying to
There you
type
go.
it in. The hot
There
bar.
you go.
I'm pissed.
So you might not die now. That's good.
May or may not. But if I
Alright,
think
well-
I know what this is because I did something similar to
Alright.
my group.
I see. I know what's gonna happen here.
Well,
Alright.
Corvus is gonna whip out a dagger and then try to jam it into the rock to slow himself down.
Corvus is gonna rip out
Did
a
you
dick.
want to use the Dimension Door or do you want to use the dagger? It's a one reaction here.
It's not gonna reach her, and then he's gonna vanish, and she's gonna fall. No, he's gonna use the dagger and try to slow himself down, even if it rips his arm out of his socket.
Ooh.
Ow!
Yep. So you begin to cast Dimension Door and like realize don't have enough time as you whip out your dagger and try grabbing onto the rock.
He's also going to really quickly start forcing a ray of frost like onto the dagger and onto the rock to see if he can further slow it down.
Smart.
Is there any way I could use feather fall on us?
Do you have Featherfall?
I do.
You can, as long as you can see the other person.
Can I see Corvus?
You haven't fallen into the mist yet. This would be your one reaction.
Alright, I'm using it on Corvus before herself.
You can use it on both, right? If you cast it at a higher level.
I think. This is
Okay.
the first time ever using feather falling, so.
Let me check.
Alright.
I've got this wonderful 33-inch monitor I might as well use.
Alright.
Choose up to 5 falling creatures within range. A falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends.
Okay. So
It
you can
doesn't
target
have-
everyone.
Yeah, it doesn't have an upcast, just as a reminder.
It's a reaction.
It is a reaction, but it doesn't have an upcast. Like, it doesn't get stronger by using higher level spell slots.
We'll negotiate that because I'm of the mindset shield should also get stronger to a certain degree somehow.
That's fair. I actually kind of agree with that.
I understand mechanically that's very strong, but it's a spell, man.
Yeah. I'm not trying to rules lawyer or anything. I was just reading the mechanics of it.
You're good. You're good.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
you
use
cast
Feather Fall on Corvus and I.
You feel as you put your dagger and your start strengthening it, that you just feel yourself get yanked. Take a d6 of damage.
Ooh.
Do you want me to? No, specifically Corvus because it's your body weight tugging against Corvus around the waist.
Okay.
Take 4. As you feel your gut wrench as the rope pulls you off the edge and your dagger just drags across the rock.
Sick.
You, Zara and Delphi watch as you guys start to plummet.
That went perfect.
Alright. Delphi, Zara, what are you doing? Kane looks and be like, oh no, this only went from bad to worse.
Alright, so it turns out you didn't fall, but they did! Ah!
I yelled down, "Are you guys dead?"
No!
You don't know.
I would have been a smartass and said yes.
I hate you.
2 different answers. One says no, one says yes.
I hate you.
They fall through the black mist.
Oh, well. If we go down there, we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys step through the black mist.
Mhm.
You kind of guess where the next platform is and land on it, and then boom, you're into the darkness. Kane waits there alone. And Farah and Shade.
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
And Farah's intensely watching a fucking moth.
Shade's on high alert because Infar had mentioned something that the last time she saw a moth like this, she almost died, so she's keeping an eye out for anything that might try to attack them.
Okay.
What is the moth doing?
The moth just simply flutters every once in a while. One of the times while you guys were watching it, it tries to fly up and out away, but it's in a box. It's in a black box, so it stays where it is.
And Farah kind of like chuckles. Just goes, yeah, that's fucking right. You can't fly anywhere. And she
The
just like
moth-
goes close to the goddamn cage and just goes, I captured you. You're fucking mine. And I'm not letting you go until you tell me where she is.
You're
You just see the
fucking
moth
hard.
walk on the side of the box. You see this, Shade. It's all you.
Hang on, I need that to be repeated real quick. Tony sent me something, and I was like,
So basically, Farah made fun of a moth being trapped in a box, and then she told the moth that the moth is not going anywhere until the moth tells her where she is. While
Okay.
leaning really close to said moth.
I've got 2 questions for you, Infara. 1, who is she? I'm not particularly fond of the pronoun game.
What's the other question?
The other question is, you do realize you're still talking to a moth, correct?
I mean, at this point, what is even the point of trying to pretend to be sane anymore? I don't know if I'm sane, but if I'm not, then I might as well talk to a moth.
Fair point. I talk to the shadows all the time.
Then don't fucking judge me.
I'm not judging you. I was asking a simple question. Now, what is the answer to the first question?
Yes.
Shade's just gonna blink at that.
So while Anfara said yes, she did the finger guns.
Shade's gonna sigh, and she's just gonna be like, I can't understand your situation if I don't know who she is.
See, the situation is kind of very complicated, and I do not feel like explaining it right now. Like, I'm not in the mood to explain it. I'm just not in the right mindset to explain it.
Fair point. Then I will just simply ask you later.
All right. And then she glares at the moth again.
You just see it oscillating its wings.
Shade's just gonna sigh and continue to stay vigilant. Her tail kind of lashes in annoyance.
And Farah also starts looking around. I want to see if I can see anything other than trees again. Like, I expand the dancing lights into all possible directions now.
You do so, and you look past the tree line, and you don't see any forms of life, or even you can't even really see the city from where you're at. You're not quite sure where you're at. The only direction you kind of know where you're going is, well, Shade knows, is the direction he came from to get here.
And Farah lies back down on the leaves and just goes, well, we're in a forest.
Yes, I know where we are.
I'm just doing a reality check.
See, you're sane.
Barely.
Barely is still progress.
I guess. What do you think the others are doing?
Probably trying to find us or sleeping. I don't particularly know them well, so can't exactly determine which one would be the correct one.
Corvus would probably give 0 to no shits. Kane... I feel like Kane would be low-key panicking. Zars and Delphi, if they were sleeping before, they're not happy. Rosa... Low-key concerned? Probably.
I remember Kane saying he was going back to get the others. So it's possible that they are catching up, but it's also possible that it's just Kane on the way.
I
Or none
hope
of the
that
above.
someone is with Kane, because Kane is actually very accident prone.
Ha, from beyond the game.
If Farah quickly just glances over back at the moth again to make sure it is still there.
It's still there.
You seem very intent on this moth.
Well, yeah, it is kinda important to me. And I somehow have the freaking feeling that this moth fucking understands me and is just playing a fucking game.
Shade's gonna look at the moth.
What do you want to look about it? What do you want to figure out about it?
Can I roll like an insight or a nature check to see like what its intentions are and if it can understand us?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll an insight on it.
Alright, cool. Let
I'm
me
just
check
saying.
what my insight mod is.
I'm just saying, well, and Farah's convinced that this goddamn moth is sentient. I am pretty sure that it's just a moth.
That is a 25.
You notice while observing the moth, it doesn't seem to react to any particular words or any reactions from the either of you. Maybe when you guys get loud, it kind of flutters a little faster and gets spooked per se. But as far as you know, it doesn't really seem to be reacting to anything.
As far as I can tell, and I can tell a lot given, yes, I'm basically a walking feline stereotype.
that this is just a moth.
Yeah, well, what do I do with it then? Why is it glowing?
Shade would just kind of shrug and say, maybe it interacted with the mushrooms at some point.
If it actually would have interacted with the mushrooms, it wouldn't be glowing white, it would be glowing blue, and it would be probably high off its tits.
Do moths even have tits?
I don't think so.
Shade just
I've-
kind of scratches her chin.
I've never seen a moth with tits.
Guys, it's obviously Mothman. Of course it has tits.
God damn it. Why would Mothman have tits?
Because men have tits too, thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but your tits are saggy.
Oh shit! I forgot about Finley.
Fact checking from beyond the grave.
I was waiting for you to notice. I didn't mention
that's
Finley on
amazing.
purpose. I didn't mention Finley on purpose. I was
shit, I
waiting for
forgot.
you to notice.
Finley's
Now,
maintaining
moths
camp but knows the
have
direction.
nipples, not tits.
All right.
Moths
anyway.
have
Perfect.
nipples, not tits.
How
Hey,
far
look
into the
it
session
up.
is this? Wait, let me check.
An hour and 30.
It
An hour and
is
22.
almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours into the session.
I mean,
Yeah.
Brie,
And
can you
you-
please clip that?
Tip what?
Oh shit, I forgot about Finley.
But yeah, no, Shade just kind of she stops thinking about that for a moment and then just is just like, should we start heading back? You can bring the moth with you if you're that intent.
Can I bring the moth with me? And I start slowly lifting the cage made out of shadows.
You can move the cage with shadows, and the moth stays in the cage.
Because last time you told me that the dancing shadows aren't actually like physical, so technically the moth would actually phase through.
Yeah, I know.
Darkness, though.
I know what I said. The moth stays in the box.
Okay,
Maybe this is a special moth that can't interact with shadows.
It does.
Or-
Interact with shadows.
or
It stays
I-
in the box.
Okay, can't
What
phase
if-
through the shadows. You know what I mean.
All right, we're good. We're on the same page.
Or what if it's just how moths are? Because I've managed to trick moths into going into enclosed spaces before using my hands and shadows. It's not that hard, guys.
it's D&D. Let us have our fantasy.
But yeah, Shade just simply recommends maybe we bring the moth with us and head back to see where they are if you really want to go back.
What do you want to do?
Alright.
Farah?
Alright, lead the way. I have no idea where we are.
Stay close and don't fly. I have trouble keeping up with you when you're flying.
I can't cast fly anymore today. I've reached my maximum of flying, and I'm actually feeling kind of dizzy from flying.
Shade would simply nod and hold out her hand and just be like, we're in a Shadowfell forest. There's no way I'm letting you out of my sight. So, and if I'm trying to focus on the path, I can't see you and I'm not losing you again. So take the hand and let's go.
And Farah blindly reaches out her hand while staring intently at the moth. And I want to say she accidentally grabs your tail instead.
Shade just simply sighs and says, okay, this works too. Just don't pull it.
What am I holding?
My tail.
Do you want me to let go and try and grab your hand?
Preferably.
Alright. And she does that.
Okay. And Shade tightens her grip. It's not firm, but it's not soft. And she just simply starts walking back to the cave.
You guys make it back to the edge of the cave. Time
Would
passed.
she know the long way around to the front of the cave?
Magic.
You don't know
yes.
where you're at.
Hello?
You only know the direction you only know
Fuck.
the direction you came from.
I don't think he can hear.
His Discord
Yeah.
was crashing.
All right, that's fine.
Discord decided-
Welcome back. You know your way back, kind of, but not to the front of the cave.
You don't know where you're at, but you know the way you came from the hole in the ground.
Okay, so
You
yeah,
climbed
Shade
up.
would.
And time
Shade would-
passed, and you make it to the edge of the cave. You're at
Shade
the
will-
edge.
Okay, Shade would simply say, "Grab onto my back. Do not let go."
Okay. And she does so, while still keeping a close eye on the shadow cage.
The moth did nothing different besides what it's been doing. Sometimes moves around.
And Shade will begin her descent.
As soon as Infara hops on your back, your claws dig in deeper, and this is a little more weight than you're used to, of course.
Yeah.
You guys make your way slowly down.
Making our way down cave.
Make
Climbing
one.
slow.
Make an athletics check because you got this extra weight.
Okay, normal throw though because it's still climbing speed, and not like an athletics check to climb.
It's an athletics to make sure you don't lose grip of the cliff edge with this extra weight of Infara.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure if it was just a normal check because it is still climbing speed.
Yep.
That is a. Let's see, 16 plus. That is an 18 in total.
With that, you start making your way down, but you're noticing your claws aren't digging as deep, and sometimes Envaro will move uncomfortably and readjust. And when she does that, your claws actually pop out of the wall, and you have to quickly readjust. And you guys get a couple, like, 5
Scared.
extra foot dropped as you feel you're loosening grip. A little farther down, when you have another scary moment of that.
I would
and then-
apologize for every single time she did that.
Yep. You manage to maintain your grip, and soon you hear, "Is that you guys?" from below. Sounds like Kane's voice.
Yes,
I
it
think
is us.
so.
And with that, you eventually make it to the cliff edge, where Kane's been sitting, looking nervous, and you see there's holes that have been blasted in parts of the wall in frustration.
What happened and where is everyone?
I haven't heard a word from them. They told me not to go in right away until they called me.
Go
They
in
went down
where?
there. He points to the below and the cliff
Down
edge.
the other way.
He shakes his head. Yeah.
Oh god damn it, Discord.
Why does it still work though? Why does this line still work? Just minus
Why
the
does what still
Discord.
work?
God damn it.
And God damn it. Like you saying, God damn it, still fucking works.
I'm mad.
All right.
You're a man.
What?
He's a
Okay.
man.
Kane looks at you two and be like, Delvia thinks something would happen to us if we go in down into that darkness.
Yeah, no shit, we'd probably die.
That's what she
But
said.
I caught this! And she shows off the fucking moth.
Oh, that's so cool. As Kane goes to touch it.
Fuck
Okay.
no.
What did I miss? Discord is having a fucking seizure.
Kane explained how everyone went down into the other hole and Farah showed off her moth to Kane who tried to touch it.
And
Okay.
got told no.
Shade would let out
Take that out of
a
context, will you?
Shade would let out a disappointed sigh, point at both of them. Stay here or go back to camp. I am going down after them.
Okay.
It's fine, Kane and I can huddle up here.
especially points that misses, keeps going further ahead.
Kane smiles like, yes, please don't run off again. Not right now.
Maybe run faster next time.
I
couldn't
can't
see the
run
top-
on walls yet.
Yet, she says with a smirk.
And then Shade would hop down the hole.
With you having a climbing speed, I'm gonna say you do it much. Do you take this easy way, or do you just jump in the black mist?
I jump in the black mist, but before anything, she feels that anything like super bad can happen to her, she clings to the wall. She's going dramatic about this.
All right.
Great.
And you go. And Farah and Kane, you sit up here by yourself. Yeah,
With him off.
Kane turns over. You're like, is this one of the? Kane kind of thinks for a moment and
Yes.
recalls one of those. It looks like that grass in the other world.
That's exactly why I followed it. It has got to do something with those demons. I know that they can't be gone yet. It's too easy. Why would they cling onto us for years just to vanish when we step into a fucking pond? No, that doesn't
Kane-
make sense. It's too easy.
Kane just looked at him like, I have no idea. Even him, he doesn't talk to me. Like, his eye moves and it seems to listen whenever I do bring it out, but it just, he hasn't really said a word to me in a while.
What about your scythe?
That's what I'm referring to.
Right. That I totally knew that.
Kane
She-
just summons his scythe out.
Mm.
And you can see it just in his hands, like, are you here? And you see as he talks to Scythe, and the Scythe doesn't blink, but he just like, he's not responding. He was responding before, but he's not responding now.
And Farah gets up and looks the scythe directly in the eye and just goes, "Until we know your name is Abyss.
I was
Blink
thinking,
if you heard me."
the eye seems unresponsive.
Why is everything unresponsive?
That's what I'm saying. That Kane
No,
just
she's
throws his
literally
fucking
yelling
scythe into the darkness,
What are you doing?
getting rid of the fucking thing.
Summon it back!
He summons it back. Look, it didn't work. As you see, Kane's visibly annoyed as well. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's happened. He just. I mean, I haven't been angry. I feel fine. But also, I haven't heard any callings from the Raven Queen either. I've been. Just me.
I've
Which
been
is
talking
weird.
to a moth. She points to the moth.
How long are you gonna keep it in that cage?
Until it tells me where they are.
Kane leans into the moth. Do you speak?
And
Nope.
Farah plops down and just goes, like, with her face in her hands. No, it doesn't.
Kane just wraps his arm around you and leans your head against him. You know,
thought-
some amount of time has passed, and still no response from anyone since stepping through.
And Farah gets an idea and gets back up again. Kane, let's go back to the pond.
Kane looks at the pool, or the dark cloud. Okay, but what about the others?
They'll find us.
Wow.
What if we leave some sort of message? Like
Asshole.
we just fuck off. We just draw an arrow on the ground.
I guess we can do that. Kane does so.
Okay, good. Now let's go to the pond.
You walk by the mushrooms. Do you want to interact with the mushrooms?
Nope.
Moving on. We go to the pool. You're by the pool. You can see through the pool. It doesn't have that black layer across.
Ifara squints her eyes at the pool, then looks at the moth in the cage, and she throws the cage into the pool with the moth.
As soon as the moth touches the water, you watch it breaks apart like burning paper and fades apart.
That's not how a moth dies.
And eventually you see it disappear.
That's
Kane's
not how
like-
moths die! That's what she yells.
Kane's like, I don't understand.
Oh, me neither! The water tastes good though. She takes a sip.
Fresh, clean rainwater. As you hear Finley from the campsite peeks out and like, hey, you guys are back! And you have
Well-
Ifara.
Well, it's just Kane and I. Well, and Abyss, but I don't know if we can count him anymore.
But Kane dissummoned Abyss.
That's his name now. It's stuck.
I don't care.
We
it's fine.
named our weird scythe child.
Cool.
Well, I
Finley's
named
like,
him.
where's Rosa?
They all kind of jumped down into the weird black mist thing, and we're not allowed to follow. So we came back.
What would Finley do in this situation?
Panic.
Thanks
for the help, guys.
Shade's after you guys. It's fine.
Shade went after them.
It's fine. You've got best.
But you
cat.
guys been gone for like almost 30-40 minutes. Panic kind of takes over Finley's place as he jumps down into the part of the cave. We gotta go get them.
But we're not allowed to go down.
I don't care. We're going to get them. Grabs both of you guys. Plot device. We get dragged back to the fucking past the mushrooms. We don't touch the mushrooms. We keep going. We jump
Farah
into the
just
darkness.
Screeches. Like as soon as someone just like goes too close to the mushroom, she just screeches, "Don't touch the mushrooms!"
And she walks around the mushroom. Still goes and jumps in the darkness.
We're all in the
And Farah
darkness.
hisses- And Farah hisses at the mushrooms.
Good.
What
We
the
don't even know what
fuck?
the mushrooms do. It's fine. They could do nothing.
As soon as they reach the fucking abyss thing, and Farah just stops and just goes, "We're not jumping down there."
Oh, it's fucking.
Well, I'm gonna go see what happened then. But if I'm
Just
not
don't
back
jump.
in 5 minutes, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, you come get me.
Wait, I have an idea. And Farah kneels down and just inhales and then yells, "Are you guys still alive?"
You
Do
guys
we,
don't hear anything.
No.
Not even Shade, who would be the closest one to the surface at this point.
Correct. You don't hear anything.
Damn. Okay.
Huh. Well, good luck, Finley.
Finley's like, they're in trouble. Kane's like, they probably are.
Don't kill off Finley because she's sick. Or
Yeah.
I'm not.
Thank you.
I'm moving on. Finley's like, jumps, starts doing the acrobatics, and when she jumps on the third rock, it goes, and she goes into the darkness.
Why am I getting flashbacks to the Pokemon the movie 2000? Like in the
Why?
little Pikachu bits where they're all sliding down right before the movie actually begins.
God fucking damn you.
5 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. 15 minutes pass. All right, what do you want to do, Farah? 30 minutes pass. How long do you
I-
want to wait?
I chuck a dancing light down there,
And get eaten. If nothing
Farah
happened.
The
yells
DM is
in
done with your
frustration.
bullshit.
I wish Kane was evil.
And she just like starts pulling her own hair and just goes, Nocturne would know what to do.
Kane's like, all right, it's been far too long. I'm going in.
No, you're not.
They haven't been backed. Where they are? Where are they?
Down the hole.
Are we all just dead now?
Just come
Kane
in
starts
this again.
pacing. Kane's like, he looks into this. Fine, I'm gonna go grab something. He goes back up the fucking cave.
What are you? And Farah just follows.
I'm going to grab the fucking mushrooms and hope it makes me.
Don't
I'm
you
not
dare.
touching those mushrooms.
Can't stop me. I'm going.
And Farah bites his hand.
He shakes it off like, and Farah, where's our friends? Where's our family?
Aw.
My family is
we-
back at home. I don't know where yours is. You never tell me. Well, I know where they
Oh,
are.
ouch.
Ah,
You know.
Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch.
Goes
That hurt.
and makes his way to the mushrooms. Out of frustration, he doesn't know what else to do. He either goes into darkness.
Oh no.
He keeps walking by the mushrooms. Maybe that's a solution. He's gonna go try it.
I use Crown of Dark Stars on the fucking mushrooms.
They're not sentient.
I don't care. I will destroy those mushrooms with Crown of Dark Stars.
You summon your spell as you whip dark stars at the mushrooms as it spews up tons and tons of spore. You feel the entire cavern starts having spores. There's being spewed out, and it's going both directions in the cave system, coming towards you guys.
And Farah knows what type of fucking mistake she made, and grabs Kane and just pulls him towards her. Runs.
All right, the fumes push you all the way into the edge of the cliff. You're running out of space. What do you want to do? Kane's like, I don't know where to go.
Fucking leap of faith. And she jumps. while still
Fucking
holding
jumps
his
into
hand.
fucking darkness.
Christ.
Oh my god. That was so painful in for her. Gonna kill it
Leap
far
of
tonight.
fucking faith.
No, don't kill Infara. Kill Shade first.
This is the
I
funniest
know.
shit.
I think it's Infara's time to die today. Plans have shifted.
That's a rule.
And Farah just like grips her star with the other hand and just starts going, please, 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 please.
Alright, so with everyone else that went in before Infara, you are in a black fucking void. Nothing happened during the time span because the fucking Infara did not go into fucking blackness. Jesus Christ. You couldn't hear a guy, you didn't hear any shouting, you didn't hear anything. It was dark, void, and you don't know how much time had passed. When Infara goes through the darkness, her amulet sucks into all the black star dust, and it goes into a pure black form. As you guys bring back the consciousness, and you
Consciousness?
see,
Consciousness.
you wake up in a white meadow full of what you would describe the dancing lights as. You see tall white grass. You see kind of interesting nature and white beasts in the distance. And the only thing you see is this blackness, and then this strong contrast with like the white grass that kind of breaks up the horizon. As you look, you see, you can also see the white grass is making up, goes further, and there's a path that it kind of leads, and you can see it's made of almost stone bricks, it looks like.
Okay.
Great.
Where the fuck?
You guys are all, again, a person.
First question, as she stands up. What the fuck? Second, I'm gonna do a quick check to make sure certain someone is not here.
You see, everyone's here. Literally everyone that was in your party is here.
Is Rosa still
hey, guys.
considered exhausted in this place?
Yes, you are still under the effects of exhaustion.
Alright.
Because that's a body thing.
Can this help me?
What would you guys like to start off with here?
Where the
No.
fuck are we?
I want.
What would you guys like to start off here? No.
By going
Not
back.
a
I
sale.
have an
No.
idea. I have an idea. I don't know
Alright.
if this is gonna work.
Oh my gosh.
Coda, I hate you.
Kane makes a perception check. Plus, it's a 2. And he sees nothing. Moving on.
I want to try to use my Palor crystal.
What do you want to see if it interacts or anything?
Yeah.
As you look around and you start moving it close to things, you see it starts absorbing that black, tender, feathery magic, and it goes into your pure white crystal. When you pull it away, it stops.
My phone is going off. Yep, my phone's going off. 1 second, guys.
One.
That's all it took.
Hey! You're the
Yay!
first one to actually make it back in literally 1 second. I counted.
I have a 4 p.m. clock just in case if Demi and I don't wake up. So.
Alright.
That's why. But
Oh, do I need to ask? Does anyone need a bathroom break, or are we still good?
I'm good.
I wouldn't
I'm
object
good.
to a break. I don't need to do anything, but if anyone wants to take a break, that's fine.
I think we're all good.
Okay,
yeah.
we will continue then.
Rosa looks a little startled that something's actually reacting to her necklace or crystal for once.
Can I slap myself? I'm gonna
Can I stop?
100%. You slap yourself successfully.
Did that help?
Corvus just pinches the bridge of his nose.
Can I make a perception check?
Yes, you can.
I want to make a perception check also.
Yes, you can.
Yay, everyone make
Chime
perception
in.
checks?
It's
Yay.
perception.
Let's
I
do
have
that.
I got a 22.
13.
I got a let's see, what is that? What is that? What?
I got an 18.
I got 26.
Hey.
The good news is if you're higher than 13 and you're not Kane, because Kane's blind as a bat apparently, you look around and you see a large structure. It looks like it has those that are familiar with a religion of sorts. It kind of resembles certain pillars and building symbolism of Palor in ways. But it's not. It looks to be much older in age, and when you look at it, the white lining of life and is pure white. And when you start looking towards this kind of temple church, it looks to be it starts to take back the normal colors of the world. But when you look behind you, you see a more vast fields of white grass. You look to your left and right, you see also a similar thing. You can see a little more wildlife. In the distance, you can see some trees that are also bright white, and break up some of the horizons. And you seem to look around, and there is no ponds or water nearby as well. You're just in a grassy field, in this what you would call a temple, the front of a temple.
Rosa's very interested in the temple.
So.
It's to the point that she took out. Well, does she have her weapons on her?
You do, in fact, have your items on you.
She took out her dagger and tried cutting the rope off of her.
You do so.
Is Anfara and Kane already down there, or is it still
Yep.
before they? Okay. I
Hey,
want to rush
everything
forward
went-
and just.
Everything happened once and Farah went through.
Yeah.
Okay. I as in Farah just want to run towards that fucking temple and slam the door open.
Are you sure that's a bright idea, Farah?
You run
I
through-
do it anyways.
As you run up and slam against the doors, they do not budge. As you look around in parts of the symbolism, you can see there's different mechanisms and shrine and statues that kind of surround it, but the doors do not open yet.
And Farah, in frustration, she just yells, "Open up, you bitch!"
And Farah,
I'm
calm down.
No, I'm not calming down.
Why don't I have an emblem?
Let's just go.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why
You can add an emblem.
Why are you so
Yeah, I lost
upset?
my emblem suddenly. I had an emblem for Rosa, and it's not in my.
We'll have to just add that to your equipment. Kane looks to you guys and like, because she has nightmares or dreams of this place.
Can I make a
Oh.
perception check specifically on the machinery?
You look around, and when you investigate it, you see there's a mechanism with 3 little holes in the center of it. It has a circle around it, and you can see what you would describe like sunbeams going off this circle. And you see it kind of looks like the Palor symbol.
Hey, Rosa!
Mhm.
Check this out! Looks
Rosa
like your
walks over to
god's
Delphi.
got something to do with it, as I pointed out.
Rosa walks over to Delphi like, Palor?
Yeah, look at that.
You can, when you look and eyeball the holes, they seem to just go in, and they just kind of stop, and it's just darkness inside. I want Farah and to make an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
And Farah who?
Just Farah for now.
Okay.
Okay.
You can see read through the chapter of the magic weaving book, the darkness.
Yep. And that is an unnatural 20.
As you recall, you remember a maneuver to weave dark magic into certain outlets, and you see this symbol with the 3 circles inside of it, circle and the sun inside of it, and you know this was a sort of trial / key to get inside certain buildings. You remember it mentioning something about Shar.
About whom now?
Shar. Shar.
Another god, I
The
suppose?
Mistress of the Night?
Ah.
Is that who I'm thinking
God
of? for the
damn
god?
it! God damn it, Frodo!
See, I don't know D&D gods. So...
That's alright.
Caverns of Faerun. I can't say that fucking name. Faerun? Faerun, yeah.
Yeah.
And Farah tries casting Dancing Shadows on the holes.
And as you do so, you kind of weave it in, and you watch as the actual symbol sucks in like the points of the sun, and then a hard ridge kind of protrudes out, and the holes cover themselves, forming a new symbol. So, and you also recognize that as the symbol of Shar from your readings. As you hear the doors going, and hear the doors open.
Oh well.
Farah runs in. No hesitation, she runs in.
Whoa. Delphi follows, like, wait, hon! It's
Yeah,
not a
we-
good idea!
This entire place is not a good idea. Fuck it.
You're the one who came in!
You know, we could just tie her up.
Shade chases after and Farah.
I'm gonna
Yes,
cast
feline
Hold
agility.
person. On Infara.
Go ahead with
Fucking-
disadvantage.
And I have to roll what save exactly
A
again?
charisma saving.
Haha.
Actually, it's a save for her. So
Wait, is it charisma? No, it's wisdom.
Yeah, that's what I thought. and that is still a 16.
You got one above.
As you feel the magic wrap around you, but you break out of it.
God damn it,
You
Infara.
look in.
Okay,
And she just goes, not this time.
Shade is full on sprinting at this point, doing a dash on top of feline agility to cut her off and try to get her to stop this nonsense.
Rosa's gonna go in as well.
Alright. Well, as people kind of following Infara and her excitement, for lack of a better
Excitement.
to explore this temple, you look and you see there's the point source of light is one tree that kind of looks crooked and off twisted in the center with a shrine, and it has a pool of water that surrounds it as the pool of water fills into fountains, and it goes further back and you can walk around the entire center of the building. As Shade cuts you off and blocks your vision for any other details to observe.
I even just like as she's about to run into me, I grab her.
And Farah struggles to get free.
And Farah, think rationally. It's me. It's your friends.
Fuck rationality!
Oh, well
she,
then.
she just yells, Nocturne! Get out here, you bitch!
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on Infara.
Yeah, that works.
Corvus is just gonna.
Oh no!
You know,
Corvus is just what?
I don't blame
Corvus is
Corvus.
gonna yeet out of here.
I don't blame Corvus for leaving.
I didn't leave!
I don't
Shit,
think you
cut
can leave.
out!
I don't think you can leave this place, honestly.
All, Tony, all we heard was Corvus is gonna, and all we hear is a bleep, and you were gone.
Yes.
That's not my fault!
I know, it was just the timing that caught us off guard, that's all.
Mm.
Kane,
You're okay.
Kane walks off to go observe other things about the temple.
I know that from what I can gather from the situation, Infara, I know you don't like this person. We are not equipped for a confrontation right now. We are all tired.
Corvus just kind of looks at Infara and just goes, "Who is this even?"
I guess you can call her a friend, or a fiend, or a something.
I call her a demon. Kane shouts from the other part of the room.
And
Got
Farah
it.
just, like,
So you're
does-
trying to fight a demon?
No, I'm
I mean-
trying to get her back.
I'm
Would
sorry,
I
what?
agreeably be more insane? And she like starts kind of laughing. But you're talking to the person who tried to talk to a moth for like 10 minutes straight.
Is Rosa close enough to them yet?
Yes, you are in the room and you can cast Calm Emotions.
Before that, Rosa's gonna put a hand to Infara's shoulder.
Shade's gonna give you a look.
Infara,
And she
To
just
be-
like looks back really quickly. Her neck kind of pops, but not in a painful way. It just sounds painful.
Rosa
Yeah.
kind of cringed at that before saying, "You're not crazy. You're just having a bad time, and you don't have to fight whatever you're feeling alone. Your family is here after all."
You don't know what it's like growing up with a voice inside my head, and now that the voice is gone, I miss the fucking voice.
Okay, now that is PTSD, my dear one. 100% PTSD. But you can get over this. You do not need the voice in your head.
You see
I feel-
Kane breaking out some stuff to start a fire.
What?
how do you start a fire in this place?
Why are you
Tinder
trying to
box.
start a
It has
fire?
ingredients for camping and torches and stuff.
We're just gonna
Tinder
sleep in
box.
this weird temple is what we're gonna do.
Sure.
Okay.
Kane looked at you. I wasn't really looking to sleep here. I was looking more to get someone's attention.
I have fire if you need it.
He just nods his
Do you
head.
have fire?
Produce flame, yeah. I can make fire. Oosh.
I'm going to stare at Zara.
What?
Why?
Burning hands.
I have
Exactly.
a tinder box.
I have
I have
sacred
that-
flame, and I could also control flame as a cantrip.
We all have
She's
I
fire.
have
gonna
a tinder
shake her
box
head.
and burning hands. I can fuck shit up.
I'm a.
Well, sacred flame is more radiant, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sacred
Yeah.
flame is radiance.
Yeah.
I don't even have fireball yet because I'm not level 3 fucking wizard yet.
Haha, fireball.
I want to try something really crazy, but not right now.
Okay.
I mean, Kane just leans over. I'm just waiting for the word for Infara to burn the place down. Otherwise,
Rosa stops him in his track and is like, no, we're not doing that.
Aw,
Yes,
why
we're doing
not?
that.
Can we at least do it in the morning? We are all tired from running ragged.
Calm emotion on Infara.
Do I roll anything?
Charisma saving throw.
Oh, this is the charisma saving throw. So that is an unnatural 20.
I'm gonna use it again.
okay.
You're gonna
Wait,
calm
can
down.
you be affected in 24 hours? I assume so, but
This one's a 16. I
Yeah,
have
one
plus 5 charisma.
One more time.
This one's a 17.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to Infara, right?
Oh god.
Yeah,
Shade's
go
also
back.
Shade is also going to shoot you a look since she still has Infara in her grasp.
And I'm gonna just put my hand on her and go, Infara, we need sleep. And if you don't go to sleep, I'm going to be pissy. Do you remember what happened last time? I got pissy.
Yeah, you turn into a little brat.
Exactly.
But
Now,
she's already a brat. What are you
Let's go to
talking
bed.
about?
I'm getting worse. You do not want to see me when I'm worse and about ready to either charm or fireball you at a whim. Without knowing any better, even worse.
Shade is
Now.
going to move Enfara as far away as she possibly can from Delphi with those comments.
Rosa is gonna turn around and literally punch Delphi in the gut.
Just want to go to bed.
Rosa's gonna punch Delphi in the gut.
And she's gonna take it and just fall over at that. It's like, eh. She's
Back
gonna-
off.
you start hearing footsteps
Oh,
in the
that's
distance.
perfect.
Sounds to be like someone
great.
walking in heels.
I don't.
Shade's
And
ear
Farah now really struggles to get out of his grip. Let me
Shit.
go!
Shade's ear kind of twitches at that and is just like, I'm letting you go, but if you do something stupid, I'm grabbing you again.
Fine,
And
just let me
releases
go!
Infara.
As you hear a second set of footsteps come up with it.
Rosa's gonna go straight to Corvus and grab a hold of his arm.
I'm gonna just.
Corvus
get
is gonna ready himself with an
to fight
attack.
people. Yeah.
As you guys look, you see a tall, what you would call, in most elven cultures, a gorgeous-looking elf. It
Hmm.
seems to she has perfect features. You would say. She's a drow of sorts.
Oh no, Shade's weakness, a pretty face.
And she simply kind of looks at you all and says, "Infara, you're home." As you can see behind her shoulder, another character has long devilish horns. You can tell he's kind of more of a tiefling race, and he has almost long claws, kind of resembling some of the ones you saw back in the Overworld.
Oh
when
no,
people were
Shade's other
transforming.
weakness, a tiefling.
That's why you fit so well into this group.
Shade's gonna try to woo some gods.
Now's your time.
And Farah, trying to keep her fucking calm as best as she can, walks over.
You see her eyes are pure black though when you start walking up to her.
No, she knows that. She knows exactly who this bitch is.
Mm-hmm.
And when
home.
she's there, she kind of just bonks her head against her. Like, she kind of just leans her head against her at this point.
As you do so, she simply just embraces and puts her hand on the center of your back and one on your head.
I'm
And
gonna grab Zara into my little pillow fort that I've made, basically, and I'm going to start telling her something that she might want to look at.
Oh, cool.
Shade, she watches this goes on, kind of snaps out of her daze from seeing a tiefling in a pretty face, and she hides her now open claws behind her back and just watches to see if they do anything else.
when you do lay your head on her like chest, because she is taller than you,
Obviously.
you kind of feel a connection, a connection that's familiar but whole now, like you were missing part of it. And you can see, you definitely feel a kinship in some ways with her.
Alright, you saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You watch as the other tiefling walks up with piercing red eyes is in his devil's horns as he puts a hand over the mystery woman's shoulder. As Kane looks towards them, and you see him kind of have a different interaction as he kind of goes down to his knees.
Kane, what is wrong?
I don't know. As his body seems to lock up,
Shade.
but I feel something wrong. As he just,
Something.
And Farah looks up at the red-eyed bitch.
when you look at him, you have a familiarity with him, but a like almost love interest kind of feel towards him.
Oh no.
Like you remember having seen those eyes before. As he turns to you like, "Hello, princess."
Glare
look-
from the cat.
Everyone kisses.
He looks back to the rest of the
I
group.
hate that.
I'm glad you can see the ceremony for our union. The red-eyed tiefling speaks to you, the rest of you.
Union of what?
What do you mean?
What the fuck is happening?
There are three
What
types
the
of
fuck?
people: genuinely
fuck?
confused, hostile confused, and what the fuck is happening?
I love that. I feel like we're in the middle of an anime scene.
It kind of is a little bit. Kind of worked its way there.
Also,
Yeah.
Delphi just straight up passed out, so you know that's what we're doing.
Delphi doesn't give a single shit anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm too tired.
I'm not giving Delphi exhaustion. Do you think Delphi has not once missed sleeping? Just saying.
So you watch as she looks back at you, and it's no longer Ross talking because I'm gonna start using her names because I'm lazy. Nocturna turns behind her and be like, "Yes, are you ready to be one again?" As he looks to Infara, as you see her one arm stretch out behind her, and you see some straddle furniture and a shrine kind of be created behind you and close to the fountain.
Rosa pipes up saying, "You don't need them!"
Yeah, no, Shade is now running up at this point.
Fight.
I'm gonna make Rosa do the same. Kind of push herself away from Corvus again.
Do you want to? How close do you want to get to these characters?
Shade's gonna straight up go for the throat.
Which one?
Oh, you're attacking.
Yes.
I love that. Red or black? Come on, choose.
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably red, because red's being a little more creeperish.
Yeah.
And Rosa's gonna go for the black one.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
So this will be D20.
Natural 20.
I'm so proud of you two.
The DM is proud.
Yeah. I got a 19.
I'm still proud. Those both hit.
Yes. Shade just grips the tiefling's fucking throat.
You slam into him as he gets thrown back onto the ground, and you pinned his throat to the ground. Oh, I gotta go find character sheets.
Oh lord.
Oh god.
Well,
And
my
Farah
sheet
just looks
my sheet
around
just fucking disappeared on me. Thanks.
And
Melanie,
Farah
you
just
cut
looks
out.
around in confusion. Her eyes flickering from purple to black. Like they're just flickering black.
You feel as soon as he breaks contact with you, kind of back to Infara and not as entranced.
I'm gonna roll an intimidation check too, as I have this fucker pinned down.
Go ahead.
Let's see, that is a 22.
22.
Yes.
He looks at you, and when you go to intimidate him, he simply smirks you like, harder, please. This is only the start.
Yeah.
Oh, that kinky bitch.
Meet Rastakhan.
Yeah.
I'm not excited.
We should have slept
And
first.
Farah looks over at Kane.
Kane seemingly gets back up and looks to have regained his focus. As you've seen to break the concentration of both Nocturna and Rastakhan.
Rosa has her dagger to, I don't remember the one who had the black throne. I can't remember the name of whoever.
Nocturna.
Nocturne. She has her dagger out to wherever she can get it to.
Mhm.
With her Pallor crystal.
Alright. You feel with your Pallor crystal, you just see the black feathers just like now that you're like so close to her, almost shimmering off Nocturna and almost feeding into the crystal.
So it was you.
Me? Oh no, I'm just guiding my child.
And your child does not want you. Such a shame.
I beg to differ. Look at her. She looks so
Farah looks-
alone.
And Farah looks back at Nocturne like she's 100% confused and unsure about everything.
She honestly looks like she's simply saying, where the fuck am I? Like the rest of us.
You're in my temple. This is my realm.
Hmm.
When I was thrown back from your god, as she narrows her eyes towards you, I was sent here. Alone. By myself. Just like Infara. Alone. Until I found my loving compatriot, Ras. Ras begins to resist your strength and begins to stand up.
Shade is going to struggle to keep him down. Can I roll another attack roll to try to keep him down?
Go ahead. He is gonna counter it. Basically.
Okay.
19.
Let's see. That is a
I'm expecting some insanely high number.
Oh, it's not going to be that insanely high. I don't get insanely high numbers quite yet. Oh, 24.
Yeah, insanely high.
Hey, nice. as you maintain control of him, he managed to make it to his feet, but you still have your claws digging into his neck.
And I get him back down.
He manages to stand up, but you still have grapple. You still have him grappled. Is what I'm saying. Mostly because I don't intend for you guys to fight them here, because you guys are kind of not ready.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Shade is going to dig her claws in a little more at the very least, and it's just like, you stay put.
And suddenly Shade becomes a male.
You listen, I'm bad at female voices.
That's
Kiss
right.
my ass.
I know.
Hey, at least you're not proto level of bad.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he just smiles. How would you stay down? As you see him summon a thing off to his right, and then lunges at your body. Go ahead
Corvus
and
is
make
gonna,
it.
Corvus is
Go
gonna
ahead, Corvus.
immediately cast Dispel Magic.
You burn the spell slot. Did not burn magic.
Fuck.
As he summons a blade to his side, and thrusts it into Shade.
Mm.
They're going to be an attack roll.
Yep, it will be. Does a 16 hit?
No.
As he thrusts it into, your armor glances, and it squeezes in between your armor and your clothing and goes off to the side, it barely protecting you and breaking through your lower half of your armor.
And Fire
monks
just
don't wear armor,
screeches
so that
out,
is literally
"Stop!"
just for clothes.
And Farah just yelled, "Stop!"
It's like, looks past. Well, your friends attacked us. You were with us, aren't you? Kane's like, no, she's with us! From a distance.
Oh.
As he tries to summon the scythe that he always has, and does not materialize.
And Farah looks back at Kane and Nocturne. Where is Abyss?
You watch as Ross smiles in front of you, Shade, and he's like, over here. As he, you see his hands shift from the blade that was with you and went through your clothing, disappeared, and you feel the blade is no longer there. As his other hand summons a scythe, and he makes a second swing for you.
Okay.
Rosa's still holding down.
That's a natural 20. I'm so sorry. That's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely hits, especially because my armor class is 20.
Okay.
This is
I just
like-
didn't know you could change the frames.
This is
Bless you.
thematic. More so than anything.
Yeah. This is-
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh no.
As he rolls his
They're
damage,
humanoid.
you're gonna feel a scythe come around and rip across your backside,
Ooh.
whereas it works its way around and does 24.
Ooh. Okay, well, there goes the lower half of Shade's shirt.
And you feel that dig into as you instinctively step back for a moment, like, you've been
Yeah, no-
very rude guest as Nocturne picks up her conversation.
Very rude guess my ass. You're a very rude host. She coughs up a little blood because she's bleeding at this point.
And Farah
Rust.
wants to run over to a Shade, but at the same time she hesitates because she just very confusion.
You see a determined look come across Nocturne's face. Either way, Nocturne,
Fuck.
Farah,
Perfect.
and Farah looks to you. She's gonna stay here with us.
No, she
And
is
so
not.
you, Kane, as he smiles, do you have a problem with that?
I very much do. I'm not losing more family.
Corvus
You're-
takes a chance to stand up, and he's gonna take one of the daggers from his hilt, and he's gonna use Green Flame Blade on it,
Okay.
Okay,
go
I
ahead
should
and
probably
roll.
be-
I'll roll for a little bit of initiative, and we're gonna see what we can do here.
Shade is gonna pipe up as I'm doing that. She's going to simply comment about
You know, if she stays, then I'm staying too. I have vowed to protect her as well as my allies.
You start feeling that neck, that crystal you had on your neck, start glowing a powerful white, as you feel kind of Rosa, as it starts to gather, and everyone else's that has one starts to gather as well.
I don't
And
like
Farah
that.
looks at her crystal.
Your crystal goes from when it jumped through the portal, it went pure black, and you watch as white streams start coming from like above you, but you don't see where they're coming from per se. Like something's watching over. All right, what's everyone's initiative?
I'm sorry.
Muted
yeah.
chat room. We're placing it there. It seems.
How convenient! I don't have. They rolled the same initiative. I can just go on the same turn with them.
28. Holy shit.
I have a +10 initiative.
How?
I have 5 dexterity and I have the alert feature.
Oh.
They both rolled a 13. So they're going the same turn
But-
order. That's
But
convenient. for
Zara
them.
also has a 13.
Everything's
Player
fine.
you got-
goes first.
Yeah. They just rolled kind of bad in that case, but that's all right.
Yeah, but
You-
like 13 is the perfect number for them.
Yeah.
So we don't have our Pelor crystals anymore.
You feel you have your palette crystals, but you notice there's white streams coming from above, and like any color that was, you know how it took on a tint, starts purifying to a white.
Huh.
Interesting.
Does that mean he's with us?
And Farah's not 100% sure if she likes it or not.
Could I roll insight on this?
Ah.
Go ahead and roll a quick religion check as we
Religion.
start the top of the turn order with Shade.
Shade is not gonna let this
thanks for the
fucker
follow.
live down that he literally
Over PD.
sliced off the lower half of her best shirt.
Oh, yeah, no.
Unnatural 20.
You feel a connection with Palor, though you feel a small like connection as a focal point beams into this what you would call pocket dimension, as it kind of gives you the realization it needs to build up a little time before he can pull you out, and your crystals are building up some type of magic that being filled by Palor.
Rosa nods and she just murmurs time to herself.
Let me check something on martial arts real quick.
Okay.
Because I know I at least get 2 attacks. Plus, 3 attacks because I have extra attack as well. Okay.
So no, I can't use martial arts and flurry blows at the same time, but I can start swinging. So anyway, I started swinging.
Okay.
First off, claw attack. That is shit, math failed. 25 to hit.
25 hits him.
Okay. For the 10 damage at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to add a stunning strike on top of that by spending a key point.
All right.
He needs to make a Constitution save.
That's 100 damage. Let's do 10. How does what's his Constitution? Oh, that's a +8. 22.
That's a success. That's okay, because I still have plenty of key points left. Extra
Okay.
attack
Go ahead.
is... that is... 23. My metal dice loves me today.
23 hits. Go ahead and do your damage. Or what? Do this.
I
That
love
is
how
not... Go ahead.
love how earlier in the day you said my metal dice do not like me today, and now you just said, oh, my metal dice love me today.
I need to look up what
That
kind of
is
demons I
9
can summon.
bludgeoning that damage this time because the first attack was she slashed his face with her claws and then came around with a roundhouse kick.
Hmm.
I'm gonna throw another stunning strike on top of that. So one more con save.
Okay. That's even higher. 25.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to get the fuck out of there before he can hit me and
Okay.
teleport using.
Are
Shadow
you
Step.
using a teleport to get away? Okay.
Yeah, that's a bonus action.
Is that magic?
It is not magic. This is just a thing that they can do. When you are in dim light or darkness, which I would... Oh, wait, no, we're in light, aren't we, because of the white light?
It's
Light?
dark enough here. that
Dark
you'll
enough
be
here?
able to-
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
When you're in dim light or darkness, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see that is also in dim light or darkness. You then have advantage on the first melee attack you make before the end of the turn. I've already taken them, so it's whatever. So I just get as far away from him as I possibly can.
Okay. You do so with him making very low effort to counter it, it seems.
She
Oh.
just kind of lays low behind something, and that's where I'm going to end Shade's turn.
Next. Up.
So, what was the initiative?
We got 28, 22. Rosa?
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna write
Uh,
the initiative list real
And then
quick.
Corvus is next. I didn't roll for Finley, and I didn't roll for Delphi.
Finley's not there.
Delphi's asleep.
Yeah, Delphi's asleep.
Finley was still guarding camp, as you said.
Yeah.
Delphi fell asleep during this?
Yeah,
No,
Delphi
Finley-
went to bed.
Guys,
Before
Finley
it.
jumped in with us.
Yeah,
Finley
Finley
Yeah.
did
jumped
jump in.
I know you guys
Finley
weren't paying.
jumped in before Farah and Kane did.
Yeah. Finley's here.
Oh, now I remember.
Yeah.
Yep, Finley needs to.
Delphi was
Finley
tired.
with an 8.
She's
Oh,
been
probably
tired
with a
for a while, and
Finley has a
people
19,
were
so.
asleep.
Finley has a 19. Okay,
Alright.
got it. I'll add that then. And there you go. There's the order.
Okay. Rusticon.
Will
The
Delphi
ass wipe.
fucking join instead of just sleeping there? Possibility of getting killed right off the
I'm
bat?
gonna say Delphi's not sleeping at this moment.
Yeah, where's Kane's
Uh,
initiative too?
And I shall roll initiative.
Oh, I didn't roll for Kane.
18.
Why do you roll good when I don't want you to roll good, Kane? Why is that? What a bitch. Kane's 16, so.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, no, Kane goes there. Boom, there you go. I wrote Sorvis because I'm not used to my new keyboard yet. I am sorry. But anyways, yes, we are on Rosa.
Yes, Rosa. Rosa, then Corvus.
Rosa is still on Nocturne when she murmured time to herself.
Mhm.
And she's gonna still try to hold down Nocturne this entire time.
Alright. Is that what you're doing for your turn then?
Yeah, but she's also gonna put her Pelor crystal somewhere safer.
Okay. You put it in a more secure pocket while you have this opportunity before Nocturna
Before
turn.
shit goes down.
You can see she's a real strong character here.
The only secure pocket I could think of is putting it into her own bra.
Do
That
it.
worked.
That works.
If anything were to happen, it would just squish against her boobs.
Yep.
Yep. Next is Corvus. Corvus is on the turn over.
Corvus kind of looks at the two, and then glances towards the group.
You
Noticing
notice
that-
when you look them up and down, they are strapped with magical items.
Yeah. Corvus gets a bad feeling from this. Just, he can already tell that this is not a fight that he or any of them are going to win.
Just look at Shade. She's in a bloodied pile behind some rubble.
Yep. But Corvus just kind of glares at them, and then his voice kind of just rings out in the cavern, and he speaks. There's no need to fight, but if you wish to, you will be attacking the Blackwood family. Everybody in this party is protected by the Blackwood family. And if you harm any of us, the Blackwood family will come after you. I know your faces. I know your names. I know who you're associated with. We will find you. And with that, he's gonna cast Blight on the chick.
Alright.
Trying
Well,
so hard
actually-
not to laugh.
Is that an area? Or is that a
Yeah, is
target?
that an AoE?
Yeah, it's a 30. Blight's a 30-foot area.
When you do so, you will also hit
Rosa.
Rosa.
Unless,
And
Yeah, I know.
possibly Anfara.
And
Unless
Ashley
she's
and
sending-
Laura, too.
Are we?
Unless-
Are we
Technically,
really
you're gonna hit you can probably hit a bunch of people if you use Blight, because you got Ross here, you got Nocturne here, you got Infara, you have Rosa and Shade. So you
unless
will
she-
hit-
No, Shade has teleported away.
Yeah, she
Oh,
told
sorry.
her.
That's right.
Shade teleported away, so
You'll hit two
But
party
wait.
members with two of them.
I can cast it towards them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
she
put
can-
it further back if you like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what I
gonna
was about to
I'm gonna
suggest.
cast it. I'm gonna cast it closer towards our enemies, farther away
Alright.
from us.
You do so. Go ahead and cast your spell.
Sick.
They-
Okay, what is it?
It's a con save.
Yeah, they need to make a con save, and I need 8d8.
Oh dear. Ooh. Well.
So I
Okay.
need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes. So does not. Or no. No, you're good. So you moved it back. Rastakhan got 21. No, 22. And Nocturna got 27.
Okay, so they'll take half damage.
What's the damage?
Give me a sec. I just rolled. I need a calculator. That's a lot of high numbers.
I'm excited. Who's next after?
Do we have a turn
Corbin.
order?
We do, and Far is after Corvus.
So you can start playing your turn here, far after Corvus here.
I'm waiting for Corvus to finish his calculations.
Okay, that's
Also,
total of
Frodo.
51 damage, so they'll take 25 damage each.
25. Okay.
Proto, check muted chat.
I would love to.
I feel like it's gonna go out any second. Hold on, I need to check something. I'll be back.
And then as a free action, Corvus is going to use, was it sorcery points, or what was it? He's gonna, Corvus is gonna convert some sorcery points into spell slots.
Okay.
Nice.
Not very happy about that.
You ending your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's not happy about that?
Oh, don't worry about it.
And Farah is just... She doesn't know who to attack because she doesn't want the two demon assholes to get hurt, but she also doesn't want her party members to get hurt. So
don't
she
want-
kind of just glances around at everyone. And then she's trying to make a grab for Abyss.
The one you're gonna run up to Ras and try ripping the scythe from him. Okay.
It's totally not a good idea.
I mean,
Oh,
it's better.
what
It's
happened to
better
your
not
local
in his
before
hand.
that?
Yeah, it's better in literally anyone's hands. It's better in Delphi's hands than his.
That's a true statement.
Okay, so I roll for strength.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for strength as you grab on both sides of it of his hand and you try yanking it out.
16.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh, you are so lucky he rolled a 2. Give him-
I think he was just not expecting it.
He was not. As you rip it straight from his hands and now have control of the burning eye.
She tries talking to it, like, can you hear me?
And Ross responds, "Yes, I can."
And Farah shrieks.
I love that.
Who do you think you've been talking to? As he smiles.
You're a bitch!
At least we know which side Farah's on now.
No, she's still very much confused. That's why she's not attacking.
Fair enough.
Next up. What would I do in the mute chat? You simply just do that in the other
So-
blossom, right? You can.
Delphi's
at-
Wi-Fi is shitting at the moment, so...
We're at
Okay.
We're at Finley right now.
Yeah.
All right, just one next door. Finley. I don't have Finley pulled up. Okay. Well, we're gonna go and jump to Finley real quick. What would Finley do in this situation? Definitely save Rosa.
Oh no.
Finley, go help Rosa.
Oh no.
Delphi's dead. Got dead.
Cool.
Finley pulls out her warhammer and is gonna go and see if she can't hit Nocturna in the face while she's prone. I mean, that seems logical to me.
Rosa sees us, right?
Yeah, natural 20.
Natural 20 on that. Ooh, critical hit.
It's a she's a half orc. She also gets another.
Ooh, brutal
Die.
critical.
What's this? D10.
That is a big ouch.
The D10.
So that's 3d10 for damage plus 1
Yep.
dose of the modifier.
Yep. And then she still has a second attack because she's barbarian.
Yeah.
I'll roll that D20 now. She has advantage on it technically. That one does not hit her. Where's the other D10? Where's the other D10? There it is. Finley does 9, 9, 10. What's her modifiers? This is gonna hurt.
We're at 38. Or
Yeah.
28.
Plus 3. Plus 3?
Plus 3? So that
Yeah.
would be 31. Is she
31.
raging?
Of course she's raging. Bonus action. Barbarian things.
Okay,
Barbarian
so,
thing.
so yeah, 25.
If I'm not playing their
Or
character
30.
optimal, that's more on me.
33.
Alright.
Bro, can you quickly look into DMs?
Man. Maybe.
Please?
Maybe.
Is that a thing we can do? Frodo, are you alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop plotting against us. We're family.
I ain't plotting.
This is all her.
What was I doing? Oh, yes.
No
Next
one's the
person at the Finley.
BBEG all along.
Okay, so that's Finley's turn.
Who's after Finley? Jane.
Delphi, dude.
Wait,
yeah.
how much
Oh,
damage
Delphi.
did she deal to Nocturne?
35.
35.
Okay, 35 divided by 2.
This is fun.
Oh no.
35 divided
35 divided by 2, rounded down.
17.5. So
Okay,
7.
and Farah takes 17 damage.
As I now pull up Delphi. Delphi uses Fireball, maybe. Yes? No? Maybe?
most likely.
100%.
Oh fuck.
More than likely.
More than likely. Fireball.
I'm looking through her stuff. How high of a fireball?
So
What does Delphi have? Does she have all her spell slots? Oh, she does.
First level. So
Yeah. Highest level fireball? What do you guys want to do with Delphi? How do you want to do her? How do you want to cast?
Don't use Fireball just yet. I don't think she would use Fireball right off the bat.
I think she really would.
I really think she would, and I think she'd center it in the exact same spot that Corvus centered Blight.
This one, Infara won't be able to dodge because of the side she's on.
And Farah?
Infara, yeah, you would get caught in
so
that.
not only...
You have to, if you want to hit Rost, you also have to Infara because of the side Infara's standing on.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Or you can choose not to
That's
hit
such a
Rost.
bad
Why don't you
thing.
ask
Hey,
her?
Delphi.
Yes. All right, Delphi, it's your turn.
You're muted. There we go.
It said back, and then you all cut out again, and now the Wi-Fi's fine.
Nice.
We
It's
are
your
talking
turn.
about you using Fireball or something. What do you want to do? If you use Fireball, you would also hit Infara if you tried hitting the same spot we did the Blight. Because
Yeah,
of where
how about
Infara
this?
moved.
Do we know if they're immune to charms or not?
I don't know. You're in Nocturnus realm.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think
She
anyone
got
has
this
particularly
realm all
tried
to
or
herself.
I don't think anyone has tried or particularly thought to try because kind of in a bad spot to try charming people because charming doesn't work in combat.
It does, kind of.
Kind of, to a certain extent.
Yeah. It's always the answer. It kinda.
yeah.
Who do you want to charm?
Let's try both of them. They're both still there.
What spell?
Oh god.
I don't think that's a spell.
I mean, God is a tool here.
God is a
I mean,
spell.
would
You
it
just
be-
simply cast
I mean,
Wish.
Yeah. Would I need to use charm monster or just charm person?
Charm person, because charm monster doesn't work on them. They are not
Alright.
monsters, in fact.
Just making
They're
sure.
sentient.
Both of them have a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
looking at their wisdom like, oh boy.
Well, one of them's a
I'll
drow.
be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
One of them's a drow, so they have advantage.
Dro.
The Drow is 26.
Dro.
Ross, on the other hand, rolled a 1.
Ooh, big oof.
G fucking V. I mean, I guess he has a thing for younger girls.
Oh,
Sadly, true.
oh no.
You watch as sort of glazed look kind of comes over Ross's eyes. As well, you're standing next to her, Infara. Infara.
And Farah just looks very confused and concerned and also in pain.
Alright, I'm gonna say, hey, why don't you leave? Just leave.
I love that.
Okay, bye.
Just
Have a good
go.
time.
Well,
Oh,
DM, what is
boy.
he doing?
Well, if that is it his turn? Hold on. Where's the sheet?
Turn order
Kane.
after Delphi is Kane.
But what did Rost do?
Ross got charmed. It's not his turn.
Can't do
Ah.
anything.
Oh yeah, right.
He goes
Uh,
last.
Kane's turn. Kane looks at Delphine like, what did you do to him?
Easy. What I do when I'm tired. I mess with spells I don't exactly know how they work with. Or yes, I think.
As Kane summons his other weapon, and that's not Actually, he could probably summon the scythe now. It's not in Rasta's hand.
I mean, do you really want to fight with Ross's scythe Sona?
What is this, Soul Eater?
We already had that joke.
Yeah, we could try. Kane sees the scythe in your in Empire's hand and be like, and focus on it, and you feel the scythe that you have a firm grip on goes boop, and goes into his hands. He
Enfara
now has.
shrieks once again.
Thank you, Enfara. As he shouts.
And she just gives a confused thumbs up.
As he goes up to swing at Nocturna. Screaming, you will not take her. Because, you know, that sounds like Kane.
There is just a bigger coming from Enfara. Not like
18 hits. Bum. I.
Well,
And Kane rolls 9, 11, 13. Plus his strength? 16.
okay.
Good job, Kane.
So, okay. Cool beans. And Enfara lets out a yelp in pain.
Oof. As Kane immediately looks to her and like, oh no.
Oh, no,
I can see an Nocturne just going, oh yes.
Oh no, what's happening, Kane?
I think Emphara, she looks injured. As you can see, the more scars she takes, they're starting to get deeper and deeper and develop very visibly.
Shade just
As you look, you can see there's like a black thin magic kind of going towards Emphara from Nocturna.
Shade mutters some Sylvan swears. Because she can't do anything about that. She doesn't have magic, but maybe there's something she can do with the shadows to snip it.
Maybe.
Zaros' turn.
Yep.
Hey Zaros.
What's okay?
It's your turn.
Cool, you
Who's
didn't-
where?
you
You know,
didn't
I heard you. I just
You
didn't
what?
want to say that.
Kane, Rosa, and Kane, Rosa, and Finley are all around Nocturna. We have Emphara next to Ras, and Corvus is standing back. You just saw him cast Blight, and
Shade's behind some cover.
behind some cover. Yes.
Tiefling asswipe.
You just noticed that?
Yeah.
I guess
Rastakan.
I'll cast Witch Bolt at Rast.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. That is a 22 to hit.
When you do so, it hits. Yes.
Okay, so
That's his armor class. Yep.
That's it's
Hit it
4d12. So give me a second.
Oh yikes, that's a lot of damage.
Good.
Thank goodness the same doesn't happen to Rast and Kane.
1 to 6.
See,
No, that relationship's a little different.
Yeah. I just realized how sarcastic I sounded, but I'm like actually being serious.
6 plus 11 plus 12 plus 5.
We would be in some
34.
deep shit
If that was true.
34.
because apparently Ras
How
is
much was
just
it?
as bad
34.
in combat as Kane is.
44?
34.
34.
Yeah.
Nice. You watch as you shock him with Witch Bolt as the charming effect that was cast on him wears off and his eyes come back to reality, and with a bright burning red.
And far
I'm
flinches
go-
away.
Going to stare at Zara.
Sorry. Hi.
Bit rusty.
I didn't know who to attack, and everyone was around Nocturne, so I thought, what?
Wait, did everyone around Nocturne take a hit?
No,
No.
I shot Ras because everyone was around Nocturne, so you know.
Zanfar slightly flinches away from Rast. Now
Alright.
it's the bitches' turns.
Yeah.
Nocturne turn.
Heh, Nocturne turn.
Yeah. It is. It's that time.
It's the time of
Are you sure about that one?
the month. Just do your thing.
Alright, as Nocturne being grappled, she's like, you've made a mistake. As you watch her form fade into black mist and then reform farther back and already standing. And she looks and her head snaps to Corvus. Let's
Oh
get rid
no,
of you
shit.
first. She points a finger at you.
Oh man. God.
Is there a possibility for me to try to block the attack?
No,
No.
not this time. Not in combat. If we were in a
Hang on, hang on,
storytelling
hang on.
element,
I think
yes.
there is something I think there is something I can actually do here.
But we need to stop doing Ex Machina shit, guys.
Alright, so
Yeah.
continuing. I have to... One action. Corvus, target must make a Constitution saving throw. Make a Constitution saving throw.
There is actually nothing I can do in this instance because they're both bonus actions.
I need to start grabbing this.
Infar just looks confused and
How's a 20
very
sound?
worried.
A 20?
Yeah.
Take half.
Ha.
At least I
That's...
succeeded.
Good. I'll get back to you in a moment.
Infar still just looks very confused and
One more.
worried between
need one more die.
Nocturne and Bitch Boy.
Bitch boy. Bitch boy. Meet my favorite NPCs now. I always wanted to kill my players.
I have an idea.
No, shush, you don't.
Half of 91 is 45. Corvus, take 45 damage of necrotic damage.
Oh, damn.
100% down.
Ooh.
Are you?
Yes, they
I
are.
have
They only have
42
health.
health. I have 42 health.
That's a rip.
Oh no.
Infar, let's
Oh,
Sally.
it's a good
Finger-
thing Shade's about to make a.
Finger of Death was the spell.
Oh god.
You have a
didn't even
crystal.
use a
Not
sniper
quite- Corvus is a
You
combat
have
at
a
first.
crystal on you, don't you?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that will save your ass. But only this once. Because otherwise, you are dead. Big dead.
Ooh, music cut in right perfectly there.
All right. Nocturna seems satisfied as watching your body. Wait, when you are incapacitated, do you change back?
Oh, let me read that. Hold on. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Hold on!
Oh shit!
Oh
Secrets
god.
get spilled.
Oh,
It's
no.
until I die.
Oh, she,
Oh. You're
she's
not dead yet.
You technically died.
No.
No, 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 no,
You
no.
technically died.
There's a
I
distinct
technically
difference.
did die.
You
but-
technically died. Fingerwood of Death killed you out, and then the stone that you carrying on you from Rosa kind of
Brought
brings
you
it.
back?
Exactly.
Well, because if it
basically
brings
just
him back,
brought me back to 0, but oh yeah, no.
You are not Corvus anymore. You are
I am not Corvus
oh
anymore.
shit!
Corvus anymore.
Oh,
Oh fuck!
I didn't know you had 42 health.
Hi,
Ugh.
you're
Can I
threatened by
Hold
me. I appreciate that.
Hang on, wait, pause. Going to 0 doesn't mean you die. She still has to make death saving throws.
Fingerwood
no,
of
I had
Death
negative 3
killed
health.
you.
No, it
It
doesn't say
Killed me. I had
A human
negative
killed by
3
this
health.
spell at the start of their turn turns into a zombie permanently under command of this person. She died.
it's the spell.
The
yeah.
reason her power crystal is the only thing that didn't prevent her from turning into a zombie.
Jesus Christ,
I'm saving your
Proto.
ass. Stop arguing with me. You're
No.
dead.
I died. I had 42 health.
She,
I would have been in the negatives.
she would have been a zombie.
Period.
I am saving her ass the best I can.
But
I can also help. I have spare the dying once it's my turn.
No, she's dead. She would have been a
dead.
zombie.
I
Just-
am
yeah.
dead,
If you let
Guys,
my
just
spell,
period.
if I let my spell go through, you don't get her. She's a zombie. She's under the control of Nocturna. She's dead.
So it
I'm
just outright skips death saves. Those are still a thing.
Yeah, but
She
technically,
died. She went to 0. She died. It's Fingerword
technically
of
she
Death.
went under 0.
She's
I
at
went
negative
under
2.
0 because it chunked more. It chunked more than the health I had.
Okay,
It's because Fingerword Death brings you back as a zombie.
hang on.
It's just the
Wait.
crystal prevented that from happening. But I
Well,
am.
I want to
still
move
very
on with the
dead.
combat, so I'm
I'm
gonna just end it there, and you can look it up, and we can argue about it later. We need to keep this going so we can move on. She's not dead.
I also have to wake up early tomorrow, so let's please.
So
just
we're
move
moving on. We're moving
DM
on to
rules.
Roscoe.
Let's move on.
Oh yeah,
We're moving
but
on.
Corvus does not look like Corvus anymore. You guys, do you guys remember what Isadora looks like?
Yeah.
I think I reposted a picture of her.
Yeah.
So that's now what Corvus looks like. No
Alright.
longer Corvus.
All right. Moving on to Nocturna feeling satisfied with herself, but then realizes she doesn't have control over Corvus's body. You see a small pause of confusion as she looked pretty determined, and you guys see anyone that was watching the spell go out from her finger to Corvus, watch as her body like drains, and then she collapses to herself as Corvus, and then you see it almost convulse, and then a white purity of the crystal explodes, and then brings her back, and you see a white aura kind of just gently covering her, as I lost my train of thought. As you see now, Isadora.
And
She no longer looks like Corvus.
can I quickly do a thing as and I'm not gonna move from the spot. I'm just doing dialogue.
Yeah, go ahead. You can do some dialogue.
And Farah just yelled at Nocturne, "What did you do?"
They were a threat to our
I'm
union.
a threat.
I mean, let's see.
I'm a threat.
He's my friend.
And he's supposed to be my puppet. As he still looks at in confusing, unrealizing Rastakhan. He looks at it and far and is like, "That's enough of you." And he's gonna grapple you. and try taking you to the pool. Is what he's gonna do.
Oh.
We're gonna roll for a grapple. Do you resist?
No, because I'm too confused.
All right. 16, and he starts moving. His movement, it's halved. He only gets. I don't know. We're gonna go with 60. It's 35, and then I have the half, and let's see, 70, 80, 75. It's fine. Whatever. Yeah, we're good. Back to the top turn order.
God.
Shade.
We're gonna move to Shade.
Shade, upon seeing Corvus fall and reveal his true form momentarily, she's gonna be like, fuck, looks over, sees Farah being dragged off, fuck, bonus action teleports over to him.
Alright.
And then
you can break his grip?
She's gonna attempt it, but first she's going to say, okay, if this is how my job ends, then at least I succeeded. First attack roll is with advantage. Though that was a natural 20, unless I roll another one. I can't roll higher. So yeah, that's a natural 20.
As you do so, you catch him off guard and free Farah before he gets any closer to the pond.
Alright, I'm gonna roll damage real quick since that is also critical. So that is 11. That is 17 slashing damage on the first hit. And now the second hit is going to be another roundhouse kick.
Alright.
This one does not have advantage. But that is still a unnatural 20.
You notice as you're hitting him, his body, you're leaving some massive cuts, but you also can start to tell he regenerates just a little bit. As you notice for future reference.
That's fine.
In future
As long
fight.
as I'm hurting him and protecting Farah and Corvus, I'm doing my job at least.
You are. You are. This is more for when you see him again, you're like, oh.
Yeah. But that is an additional 9 bludgeoning damage. But wait, there's more!
Oh no.
Stunning strike on both of those. Last
Alright.
2 key points, baby.
Alright, let's see if he...
Unless the first one fails.
He rolled a 16 for the first one. He rolled... Wait, nope, he has plus 8, 24.
Okay, so
First one passed. And he rolled a 2 on the second one, which
That is a
makes it a 10.
He is
He's
stunned.
As you see him kind of catch himself. Rosa, your crystal glows ever so brightly, and you feel you just had to send word, and you can be drawn to your deity. If that makes sense.
Could you repeat that? I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, sorry. You feel the power of the crystal finally making its final collection, and as you feel a little short of magic surge through the one yours, to all the connected ones, and worked its way to Corvus, helping protect. And you feel your protection from. You can feel you can summon with a word. With your word, you can teleport out, is what I'm trying to get across. Oh,
Okay.
God.
It is your turn now, since Shade kind of can't do anything else.
Yeah, and you actually helped a lot, because Rastican.
Yeah.
Rosa is. This is just her body posture. She's in complete panic.
Mm.
She doesn't know what just happened to her Corvus. She's watching Farah being dragged away. Or was. Everyone's fighting.
Shade's throwing her life away to protect everybody.
She grabs her crystal and screams, Pelor, please help.
As that a sudden light breaks through the top of your the chapel and just beams down and just blows out this white radiant dust as it slowly pulses and encompasses everyone that you're friends with, and before it makes a swooping back and dragging everyone up and into the power, and you're out of combat.
Oh, okay, nice.
And Farah, in her last moments, tries to reach out for Nocturne.
Steve was too far away as you reached, but you still reached nonetheless, as Nocturne naturally reaches back towards you.
So, where are we now?
Yeah.
A blinding light as you come back to consciousness. You're now in a kind of looks not quite similar, and well, it's similar in architecture, but like you're in the material plane now. You got transported to the rock, the fallen star, and you're in the swirling wind that you guys always encountered before. You haven't seen this before, Shade.
Well, it wouldn't matter because once they got there, Shade is literally just going to pass out, bleeding out.
Yeah. As it looks like the actual meteorite itself has started forming into what you would call parts of a building to form its own natural shrine.
Perception check on the area.
You look around, it's still all the trees have been knocked down from the area from when it impacted, but other than that, there's no one here.
Rosa's gonna go straight to Corvus, or quote-unquote Corvus, drag the body close to Shade and hold them both close, as she's going to try to use Prayer of Healing on them.
Okay, you heal them as you need. Yep. Everything works as it should.
This is 4th level. You guys have 24 hit points back.
Okay, Shade is still... Wait,
Does that count for me? Because I'm still technically dead.
You need healing. Yes. He was doing it for you.
Yeah.
So do I also gain the hit points back, or am I still dead?
You are
think
alive
you gain-
when you regain hit points.
Oh,
Luckily, you're
hell
just not.
yeah.
You are Isadora. When you wake up, you might not
Yeah.
realize, but you're Isadora.
Rosa's looking, quote-unquote, again, Corvus. At Corvus, mainly. Now that she knows Shade's okay.
Except she's not. She's still out cold.
Yeah. She doesn't dare touch Shade much more because she knows Shade's gonna probably punch her into the star if possible when she wakes up. So...
She's a little unconscious right now. She might not have been knocked out like Corvus was, but she literally threw her all out there. She's out of key points. She damn near died protecting Corvus and Farah. She's out of commission.
Alright. Rosa's looking at quote-unquote Corvus.
By the way, it's midday here.
Oh, cool.
Thanks.
So I'm getting sunburns.
Alright, I'm gonna yell out. God damn it, we stayed up all night.
That's the least of our problems, Duffy.
I don't care as she walks over to Shade and pets their ears and goes,
Maybe next
okay,
time
now I'm fine.
we don't fight the people that we don't
Someone
know.
better tell Shade.
Rosa will. Rosa fucking will for you.
Alright,
Because she has beef with Delphi right now.
What do you have beef with? Oh, right, she touched the ears.
Rosa has
And you
Delphi with-
threatened and Farah to do many
Right.
things to her.
And Rosa has beef with you because you threatened Infara, which is basically her little sister. Fuck with her sister, you get the fist.
And not in the good way.
Yeah.
And then when she's done with that, she's like, I'm gonna go set up fire and everything and other
Middle of the
stuff.
day.
What? You gotta make food.
There we go.
Kane
mean-
just lays down,
That's one way to get back here, I
and then
guess.
he sits back up and looks for him far, and like just sits next to her.
And Farah doesn't even care that she's getting major sunburn right now. She's just
He just puts up your hood for you.
She's just panting. She wants to go back, like she has the urge to go back to Nocturne, but at the same time she knows it's wrong and she shouldn't, so she feels guilty.
Oh boy,
But,
Stockholm
like-
syndrome.
Yeah, pretty much.
I understand that feeling IRL very well.
Me too.
I'm actually sorry. I didn't actually realize Corvus was at 42 health. I'm just like, you cast Blight? Sure.
Jesus, you almost
Corvus
killed.
unleashed his
Fucking.
most popular spell on this chick. Like,
Oh,
his most
God.
powerful spell that he could right now. So, like, he intended to be a target. He knew what was coming after doing that.
Well, not
Take a look at
exactly, but he
Not
did
that
know.
spell.
No, not that spell, but he certainly knew he would have been a target.
Oh,
Also-
God.
Also, do they know that they died?
You do remember losing Constance. You probably don't realize you died.
Okay. Okay, so
As soon as you start looking at her hands and stuff, you're gonna realize, but...
yeah. Corvus, he's just kind of like laying on the ground, and he like makes a little groan and shifts like onto his side, and starts to kind of use his arms to like shift himself up. And then as his eyes flutter open, he gets a real good look at his hands. He sees very tiny hands, slim wrists, and then because his head is kind of bowed forward, he sees purple hair.
Wait a minute. Can any what do we roll in order to know what they've turned into, or what they are?
Insight or
It would be
intelligence?
Incest?
intelligence.
Yeah.
Do we roll for incest then?
History is a good one. Investigation would be another good one. It's an intelligence-based ability check. Kind of whatever
I'd say
you feel.
history, insight, or nature even.
Yeah, nature
gonna
would be
do-
another good one.
History.
I'm gonna do nature.
History.
So as
Oh no, everything died.
Isadora notices all of this, she just fuck.
Let's try that again.
Kane
Let's go.
also looks
I
up
had
and
a
knows.
15.
I got a. What did I get?
I got a 21.
My dice is so faded. Oh, that's a 20. Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Hmm.
As
Interesting.
Farah
Corvus
doesn't
is
give a
noticing
shit.
all of this, he slowly starts to realize in his head he passed out. He
But-
lost utter consciousness.
It was
And-
more
and-
than that.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly know that though. And the hand starts to shake before it clenches into a fist. And without warning, Isadora curls up into a ball and casts Dimension Door on herself and goes as far away from the party as possible. She has no idea where she could end up in a tree for all she cares, but she goes away from the party as far as possible.
You teleport, and wherever you teleport is technically still visible of where they're at, because this is where the star fell, and all the trees have been blown over.
Rosa's gonna make a perception check.
I go 500 feet away.
Yep, you're 500 feet away, but you can look back and you can literally still see where they're at.
That's
Is what
fine.
I'm saying.
I
So.
get a
Oh, by the way, did any of us
19,
realize
that's a
that we're
19.
changeling?
I need to get different dice. I can't read these ones.
What's the
Okay.
question, MLP?
Did any of us realize they were changeling?
The only one that knew before this was Shade.
Shade
And I
news,
got
she was
a unnatural 20.
You would recognize the race as a changeling. I think Delphi would think it's a doppelganger.
I got a 21.
You would recognize it as a changeling.
Hey.
Delphi wouldn't be scared.
Doppelgangers. I love doppelgangers.
And Farah could care less.
For a perception check, since I did a reroll because I can't see my other dice, I need to paint in the things again.
Okay.
But that was perception. That's 17.
17
figure
on. You look around and you can see about 500 feet away that Corvus is on running away basically into the forest until you find a place to hide for a little while.
Rosa's gonna try to follow.
Alright.
She's slacking on her duties on healing the rest of the party. Because first, she wants answers. Second,
Alright.
that's her boyfriend / girlfriend. She doesn't know what they are now.
King simply slumps his head over on Infara's shoulder, kind of puts an arm over.
Why is this exactly how I pictured this going down?
She's still down for the count. She doesn't even realize that Delphi petted her at this point.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna jump to Rosa chasing down Corvus. Well, Isadora. Alright, Isadora, what do you want to do? You have a 500-foot lead on Rosa before she comes really searching for you. How do you want to do it?
How far away is the town?
You recognize this as being the star, so you're definitely like 3 days away, especially on foot.
Well,
Corvus is really quickly. Isadora is gonna go ahead and cast another dimension door and get her closer to the town.
When you cast that one, you finally reach the edge of the kind of crater-ish that this star left, and you can go into the dense redwood forest. You see as you chase after Rosa, Corvus casts another spell, and he now is even farther away and in the forest now. And actually,
and then
she's
Isadora
gonna scream. She's gonna scream, Corvus, please wait, please.
You hear that while casting your second spell, for the record, your second dimension door. But you go through.
Isadora dashes.
Okay.
I mean, good news is your mother has no fucking idea where you are.
So you guys think.
Rosa dropped to her knees when Corvus became out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And she just went silent for a moment before she screams out and repeatedly, uncontrollably starts hitting the ground.
Radiant energy just generates as you slam into the ground.
Before she decides to just curl up where she punched and basically hold on to her little backpack.
Finley chases after you finally and catches up to you and starts to rest her hands on your shoulders, around you, wrap around you.
She looks up at Finley and said, "Go back to the group."
I want you to come back with. Maybe he just needs a moment. I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know, but I'm going to get him back. I'm not losing more people. And her tone kind of shifts from the normal self to kind of, I don't know how to describe it, more like monotone and creepy.
Stalkers, cool.
Okay, so we've got the person who has Stockholm syndrome. We've got the crazy psychopath-ish with terrible background. Who else do we have? We've got Zara. We've got.
Zara has her own problems.
Wait, what do you mean by terrible background?
No, I mean like emotionally scarring background.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's what I mean with terrible background.
okay.
Do you guys wish to end it here?
No.
No, because one, we've got a problem and Corvus is running away, and two, I want to see what happens if anyone tries to even
Bother with the unconscious emotional support cat.
Nah, they care about Corvus, right?
Shane's emotionally supporting Enfara at the moment.
I wanna, as Anfara. Okay, Anfara gets up and tries to touch the the star, to see if it still hurts. Like the star temple.
When you go to touch the physical star, you're able to. You notice you're standing in the swirling wind that usually circulates it, and you're not being hurt.
Interesting.
Anfara just looks at the palm of her hand. And then she takes out her own star and looks at it.
And you watch as the black feathers, all that black magic kind of comes out of the star and starts following the flow of the swirling wind. As your star comes back to a more white hue, it's dimly lit, like usual. It's not a pure white, but
Yeah.
it's returned the magic to pallor.
But, okay. For as long as there's still like black particles in there, she tries to run out of the swirly swirl. To try and keep some of the black.
You run out and you manage to keep some of the black feathers. The black magic. Black weave. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Black weave. Kane looks exhausted and it's like, Enfara, aren't you tired?
She looks back at Kane and just
You don't see that red shift or anything from Kane either while he's in it.
she just like she looks very uncertain. She has bags under her eyes, but she looks very much not tired.
Gotcha.
She looks very rattled.
He gets up and walks out of the wind of the storm. Delphi and Zara are by Shade, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Shade, it was nice knowing you.
Wow.
He's not
They're
dead.
gonna play doctor on your body. I mean.
No, she's not dead. She's just overclocked. She's gonna be
So
out for quite a bit.
Have we ever told you about the story of James?
Hey, wait a minute.
We'll
Wait
talk
a
about that
minute.
here in a moment.
Wait a
We'll talk
minute.
about that in a moment.
Let's not.
I'm gonna look at Zara and go, wanna do something?
What are we gonna do?
You guys haven't slept. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, now that I think about it, the only one that's technically getting rest right now is Shade, because she's forced to.
I'm throwing a pillow at Zara.
You do what?
No, I want sleep.
We're fucking. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck just happened.
Kane just looks at. I think that was our demons.
Huh.
And physical demons for once. Not just some voice in my head.
That's comforting.
Farah murmurs something whilst holding the star to her.
I love Stockholm Syndrome.
Bless you.
I didn't sneeze, I scoffed.
I wasn't talking to you.
Fair enough.
Alright. Are you... What is Corvus doing right now?
Well, Corvus is currently not existing, but Isadora.
Well, Isadora. Yes.
Isadora is basically going to run until she physically can't anymore.
You go quite a ways, but you haven't had enough rest from the day before that you only get so far, and eventually you're forced to rest because your legs just can't carry you anymore.
Pretty much.
Collapse.
She uses Firebolt and makes a small fire for herself to lay down by, and then literally just passes the fuck out.
Rosa and Finley, what are you guys doing? Well, Finley, I'm Finley. Today. Damn it.
Rosa, once she finally gained her senses, looks to Finley and said, I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how tired the group is. I'm leaving to go find him.
Look, we need rest though, don't we? You want me to come with you?
Yeah. That'd be nice. If you'd follow, if possible.
Finley just sticks her head up and down, like from where you're at. It's like.
You mean she nods?
Yeah, she nods her head. Then she turns to the rest of the group and be like, "We'll be back!" Shouting back at you guys.
Don't die.
I will make sure of it! Something worked, harder hurt.
Rosa's
we
already
won't.
walking, kind of leaving Finley behind.
Finley joins you, and you guys begin to walk in the woods. I want you to make me
Damn it! I couldn't try the thing I wanted to try. Fuck. Anyways.
I want you to make a survival check. For tracking. And we'll see if you can track Isadora.
21.
That's enough for me.
That's one determined bitch.
With disadvantage?
I had a 22 and then I got a 21.
Alright. Alright, well, you see lots of broken twigs and sticks and other things kind of giving you the indication of which direction she went. And are you gonna work through however long to get there, basically?
Yeah.
Till you find her? Alright. Be exhausted. Let's see. Isadora's going to sleep, so she ain't gonna get her exhaustion point. Kane's ready to pass out. He's just waiting for Infara. He sets up a kind of small tent camp outside the swirling wind.
Should I put the exhaustion point on me?
Yeah, since you already have exhaustion points, you're gonna take yours early. Finley will certainly carry you if need be, though. So.
I'm at 3rd level exhaustion right now.
With that, Finley simply just... You look exhausted. Here, hop on my shoulders.
No, I got it.
What's your 3rd level exhaustion do to you again? 3rd level exhaustion. Alright, disadvantage on those. Finley's like, no, here, it'll be faster. You're just gonna wear yourself out sooner. Before Finley just picks you up.
She tries to resist by like doing soft slaps to the chest, like let me go.
That's my boobs!
I don't care if it's your knockers.
Knockers.
I mean, the way she described her character, I think hers is the only one that can knock out a man.
Basically.
Nice.
How I actually draw Finley has double D's. so
Not gonna main. With that, I'm gonna say you eventually find, you can see the smoke trail that Isadora made for herself for her camp, and you can
Alright.
see she's resting by the time you get there.
Rosa taps Finley's chest like, "Come down."
She does so,
And
and
Rosa,
Finley gets ready to set up camp. Something productive.
Rosa slowly starts walking towards the fire, towards the smoke area.
Hmm. And you begin to, you're in the campsite of Isadora.
She's gonna try to stealthily come up behind.
As they're
Corvus.
laying down, you have
or
advantage.
Isadora, yeah.
I mean,
With advantage?
well, you would have advantage, but you have disadvantage because of your ability, so it's a normal roll.
That is a 17.
Alright. What's your passive perception, Isadora?
12.
You do not notice.
I would assume not.
What do you want to do, Rosa?
Rosa sat down, finally, and let out a long sigh. Before she took off her cloak, or her trench coat thing, and gently placed it upon Isadora. And she murmurs, "I don't know who you are, what you are. Well, I know what you are. I don't care.
Alright. And you're
Sitting
gonna...
up.
Sorry.
She says, "I still love you," before curling up, wrapping her arms around Isadora and pulling her close.
Isadora,
I'm sorry to interrupt this moment, but Corvus, your mic cut out for me, so it sounded like you were doing a car honk. No! It's like, it's so adorable. I just need to dance.
That's great.
Car honk?
Finley, wraps around you as well. And you're sandwiched again. Enjoy.
She looks up at Finley and gave her a soft smile.
We'll do it together.
"Thank you."
Kinky.
Yes.
And she
Damn it,
leans
Melon.
up. She leans up and gave Finley a small kiss to the chin.
Tony died.
Thank you.
There's Tony.
Okay.
Before finally passing out, snoring.
Sleep, sleep, sleep. Zara and Delphi, are you going to bed, or do I have to give you a point to exhaustion?
Yeah, sleep. I'm not getting
to bed.
exhaustion. Fuck that.
All right. And then we have Kane and Farah. What are you going to bed now, or you doing one
Well,
last thing?
And Farah wants to try using dancing shadows in the swirly swirl. Like, she's outside of it, but she directs her dancing shadows into the swirly swirl.
You watch as when you do so, you take a shadow from a tree trunk that's fallen, pull it, and then you, as you pull it in, as the dark shadows go into the swirl, it turns into black feathers and just swirls around.
Can I grab one?
Go ahead.
I grab one.
As you grab it, and you kind of hold it for a moment before it kind of rips itself apart and continues on.
I look at my crystal.
You see that it's got a little more black featheredness in it.
I suddenly get an idea and quickly pocket my crystal grab Kane, grab the fucking color that he still has, put it on, and I go to sleep. Cuddling up to him.
All right. And Kane's happy with the collar. All right, cool. Get your spell slots. Get your health.
Hey.
Oh, and become level 9.
Yes.
Hey.
Really?
Fuck yeah. Now I can
You
run
can
on walls.
run up the walls.
I get to run on wall.
Hey.
I can finally be third class wizard.
So,
Finally get fireball.
Or I can
Frodo,
take my first level in
Yep.
Warlock.
should I DM
I'm mad
you
I
the
only get one
idea?
more spell. Oh, but I get two more
100%,
spells.
or else I'll forget.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
DM you the idea that Anfara got.
Okay, I can't get fireball yet. Shit.
I'm actually gonna take my first level into Warlock instead of running on walls. I'll do that later.
Kane is leveling up in fighter. He does not want to deal with Ratsukan anymore.
There's a story reason that I'm going into Warlock at the moment, because as Shade's laying there unconscious, she's kind of having this unconscious dream where there's this voice calling out to her, and she's trying to follow it in the shadows of her mind.
I like this. I can use this later. I can corrupt you. Give it to me.
Sounds great. I'm for it.
Oh, God.
I think I determined on going Hexblade because that kind of mixes with the Shadow well. But I'm not going to do Pact of the Blade once I reach level 3. I'm doing
Oh,
Pact of the
shit.
Tome because
I
fuck
wasn't-
sleep. Who needs that?
That's fine.
I wasn't too much with Rosa, right?
Nah.
Of course not.
No, you're fine. I gave you
I'm
guys
just
your
gonna
time.
Have fun with my magic. I'm
Because-
totally rearranging my spell list.
Rosa is sweet and kind to everyone else, but when it comes to her lovers or her family, like
She'll go
Ra-
apeshit.
You guys know the term yandere, right?
Yep.
She's one of them.
I was so close of getting a free body, and I was not able to get it. So close.
I mean, you very easily could have killed.
Yeah.
You didn't have to let me live.
No, not your body. The other
Yeah,
body.
he was talking about mine.
Because that was supposed to be a different type of problem.
Get how scary bard spells get access level. Because about half of these are either modifying something about the person or heavily charming them.
I mean, could King go paladin? Has he seen the light?
Oh,
Shit, what's my
Rosa can learn Dragon's Breath now, but I'm not
Ooh,
doing
that's
that.
That's a good one.
I'm not doing that.
Hey,
That's
so
not up her alley.
I'm thinking if I should, because I can either get ability score increasement or I can get myself a feat now. If I get a feat, what type should I take?
Should I take scrying so if we need to find somebody, we can do that easily?
Alert's always a good one because that makes it
I'll
to
let
where
you
you
guys
can't be
decide your
surprised.
things.
But honestly, I'd probably go for the ability score increase because you could use that to either bump your dex or con and, you know, really help your stats overall.
I guess.
Oh, I could finally catch up to Corvus if I take this fucking bell.
It did not save my HP maximum. I don't
You know
have
what?
59 or 70, thank you.
I have 47.
Let's prepare Misty Step.
King goes fighter or King goes monk? Or
There we
King
go.
goes fighter or goes paladin?
She's gonna wake up and she's gonna find out that her short sword is suddenly talking to her.
Free.
Hmm?
Do I go with
I'll take
Dream?
paladin.
You know
Ooh,
what
this
Dream
looks
is?
fun.
King
Hey.
has healing.
So first of all, I can't help but point out that this is the second time that we leveled up after a boss fight where Finley has not been present. But that's not actually what I wanted to ask. I've completely forgotten what I wanted to ask, so never mind that.
You were messaging me in the DMs. I know that much.
If Demi,
Yeah, we should look into the DMs.
if Demi wasn't sick, she would have been here. You guys know this.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sadly, due
just
to her
wanted to-
taking care of me, she caught whatever I have, or had, or I don't know if I still have it. And I'm worried.
I'm excited now.
Can you learn 5th level?
Oh, I have so many bonus action options now.
I think I'm
Dominate
gonna learn
person sounds
Geas.
so kinky.
I know.
What?
Dominate person sounds really kinky.
I love that.
Well, I've learned the Geas.
I also love that spell.
Oh, how I know.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you guys.
So I put Finley as 9th level barbarian.
Unless you wanted to go something else, but we've just been going barbarian and rocking it.
She told me she's probably gonna stick to barbarian. She doesn't like doing
What
spell.
was
She
that?
doesn't like using spellcasters often.
Melon, what was that?
Don't worry about it.
What did you pick up?
I'm not picking up anything yet.
I'm
just
picking
reading
her
it
up.
through. No, you're not.
What do you mean?
I have a question for you, DM.
Yes.
This is one of those house rules that are just kind of up in the air because while one of the big guys, I think his name is Jeremy, over at Wizards of the Coast says, no, you can't smite with your fist. Would you let me smite with my fist?
I mean, it would be funny. I would allow it if I was the DM.
What was the reason for not using your fist?
He didn't really specify that you can't, why you can't smite with your fists.
I think the reason you don't is because it breaks the fantasy element.
It breaks the fantasy element.
I don't know. That's my headcanon for whatever a wizard says sometimes.
But would you allow me to smite with my fists?
I mean, you're gonna hurt no matter what. Wait, what? Smite's a bonus. Using your smites is a bonus action. Well, it depends what smite. If it's a specialty smite, you can use it. If it's not, you can't.
It's the only smite that I'd have access to, Wrathful Smite. It's a spell.
Upon I think upon an attack, you can use smite. No, you can. You're allowed because I allow. There's times I've had scenarios where I've slapped someone and attached a slap with a smite to make sure it fucking hurts. So I'll allow it.
Hell yeah, I get to shadow punch somebody with the wrath of 1,000 suns.
I'll allow it. I have a new god. A new god.
So,
I'm just very curious how you all are actually going to react to, yeah.
Listen, I think you're a doppelganger.
I don't count because I already knew.
Rosa knows that you're a changeling.
So does Zara.
If you
I'll roll for Kane because he technically looked, but apparently Kane thinks you're a changeling. You're 14 plus 2. Why are you so smart, Kane? And why are you so bad at everything else?
another thing in DMs, but this is like low-key important
Communications
for
is
what
just
spell I
disguise
choose.
Mending Hex.
You want that spell?
Why do you still have it?
I'm thinking if I
don't
could
have
summon one of
spell.
one of the two bitches with it.
Is.
If you read through it.
Some of these spells are kind of stupid.
Welcome to D&D.
Like, hold on, which one was it? Like creation. Okay, I know I already have minor illusion. There's really no point to me taking a creation because, like, why? Why would I waste a spell slot on that? At level 5.
For something very specific, but that probably just covers more areas.
I guess, yeah. Oh well.
So, Proto, can I do the summon with this?
I mean, it wouldn't be them, but yes. Does that make sense?
Okay. But it would look like them.
Yes.
Ah, I'm so tempted.
I'm glad to tempt.
Ah, I'm so tempted.
Oh, that's an unearthed arcana. I didn't even realize. Cool.
Fuck it. That's the spell I'm choosing. So this isn't the last you've seen of Bitch Boy and Bitch Girl?
Ooh.
Nope. Never.
Because now I
Great.
can summon spirits that look pretty much exactly like them.
Sounds
Hello.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I can use
Look out right
Ian
then and
on
there.
them.
Divination can send a saving
But
throw
they're
against
friendly to
all
all of
that
us.
implies.
Oh.
Fair enough.
The aura extends.
Can't wait
5
to see
feet from
Shade's
you in every
reaction to that.
direction.
Rosa's gonna go in for the kill.
I can't wait to see Kane's reaction to seeing someone that looks exactly like Rost fighting on our
Any
side.
other creature that starts its turn.
It's so
takes
memey.
damage.
It's what it really is. It's fucking memey.
Shade,
He's a little
literally
kinky
gonna
shit,
tear
is what
that
he
spirit
is.
apart.
I didn't even
Like,
get to
I
use
can
all
see
Ross's ability.
Kane. I can see Kane glaring at the Ross
I
doppelganger,
have-
and the Ross doppelganger is just very confused.
Deception.
The doppelganger just has a gentle smile.
Yeah. And it just
And-
slowly turns into a nervous smile and just goes like, why are you staring like that?
And then suddenly there's a snarling cat coming.
And then we attack him. Yep.
What did I do?
It's so funny. It's just a
Okay,
meme. It's just literally a meme. Yes.
Question: is teleportation circle better than dimension door?
Depends on the
Situational.
circumstance.
Dimension door is better for combat. Usually, summoning, you could go a lot farther distance if you use the circle actually.
Yeah, the teleportation circle, you just make a permanent circle somewhere, and whenever you cast it again, you teleport there.
Right. And
So you
anybody
can make one. You can make
could
one at
cover
your
all of them.
house, and
Right,
then
that's
and
what I
if you
was
ever
thinking.
just like maybe not in an intense combat situation, but like a situation you need to leave, you can go back to the known teleportation circles.
Right,
Yeah.
like had I had this spell prior to our just boss fight, it would have been a good idea to use it then.
You could have like when you came back from the combat and you say you drew that circle right outside the star, and then you cast it and you already had the one set up at home. You could do that.
Right.
Oh, and the thing I wanted to try but didn't get to try was in Nocturne's realm, right? Because light and dark technically doesn't exist there. What would have happened if I would have casted darkness?
Probably around the 5.
Memes.
Memes.
It would have worked like normal darkness. It would have affected the area. But the problem is, that's her realm, so she definitely and anything dark spell wise, she has like dominion over,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
especially in her realm.
Would have been fucking funny if Enfara decided to attack her with the Crown of Dark Stars, and Nocturne's like, really? The spell I gave you? Really?
Can't
She would have thrown them back.
Yeah.
wait for Shade to get Hunger of Hadar.
So like, player wise, you probably don't want to fight them there.
Yeah, no. It's like
because
fighting
you're
a
go-
dragon and its player. You're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Case in point, points at Corvus, points at almost Shade, points at I don't remember who else got it. Enfara.
Ross didn't even get to use all his abilities. He just used like basic abilities.
The save DC went up
And he
one.
damn near gutted
Nice.
Shade with it.
17.
Oh, yeah.
Great. That's happy.
Oh.
Good, did you guys went in like half spells cocked and half health cocked?
Yeah.
I had full health.
That was full health?
I had full health.
I'm a spellcaster. I have 42 full health.
I didn't know he had that low of health. Jesus,
I-
man.
I got the
I'm a
exact half.
spellcaster.
Spells.
I got
can
down
get
to
another
exactly half of my
Fuck,
health
of
at the
course
end
I
of that
can.
battle. Also, Anfara didn't technically want to stay there.
can
What
get
she
more
wanted to do is
cantrips,
for
I
them to
guess.
come back with her.
Fair enough.
They wanted, well, Nocturne wanted you.
Yeah.
The pool of
Wait, who
water.
the fuck did Rast want?
Follow.
Ross wanted his scythe.
It's actually his scythe? Wait, so Abyss isn't actually his own being then?
Wait a second.
It's
Hold on.
part of-
Kane's a Hexblade Warlock, right?
Kane is, yes.
Fuck. I just put 2 and 2 together.
What? Mind
He's been
explaining?
he's been summoning and dismissing his scythe just as like everything else. And then, you know, a certain somebody gets his powers from a certain somebody.
Oh.
Packed weapons.
Anyway, so now I've got that all on the recording, I can stop it.
That's okay. You'll come back with like weapons and be like, hey, all right, what the hell are you talking? What the? Go away. What the fuck was that? I mean, you'll come back with your recording and be like, all right, come out with your hands up. We know everything. And we're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I made it up.
So now I've got 56 health points, hit points.
And
Yes.
57. Ha.
Also, going back to that finger word of death, usually any other spell, you usually would make death saving throws. You are correct.
Yeah, no, I searched it up. It's literally not specific enough, so it's house rule, so it's whatever.
Okay.
I can't wait.
And I wanted to keep things moving too, so I didn't mean like to snap at you, but it's just more of like.
I was more so just frustrated because I didn't get to finish my thought.
My bad.
It's
I'm
alright.
going, and I'm going to pray that one of these days the wind does not knock our dish over.
Oh.
I should probably explain what's going on with my Wi-Fi. The dish is unconnected and it has a bunch of wood on it for some reason.
Oh yikes. That's
People
a safety
keep
hazard.
throwing stuff up on it.
That's a safety hazard as well.
Yeah. That's fun.
Circle of death.
Where the fuck do we go from here?
Back to the city.
I
Shit.
Where is Delphi's brother?
Shade
I
technically
forgot about that.
Where the
She
fuck?
technically kept her
Oh
promise.
crap!
to
You lost
Corvus.
your brother again.
Oh my god.
God
Fucking perfection.
damn
What
it!
if- Wait, what if you didn't lose him in the cave? What if you lost him in the other dimension and he just didn't get brought back because he technically doesn't have a star? I mean,
Well,
yeah,
then
what's
Shade,
up with
Shade?
Shade doesn't have a star either, but Shade.
No, like
got
everyone.
checked.
It was a summoning basically. He summoned all your friendly compatriots.
So yeah, wouldn't he be with us then?
I mean,
Technically.
well, he was not in the Shadow Realm though.
Fair.
Nope, he got lost in the fucking cave.
He's in the cave,
Oh,
and
man,
not
we
in the
have
cave
to go
anymore.
back now.
You have to go find him again. Oh my god, this is great.
I hate all of
Sophie will
you.
go by herself, so that way you guys can go do whatever Corvus is dealing with, so that way she doesn't have to deal with the doppelganger.
Yeah.
I'll be
no.
honest. He's not in Shadowfell. He got the books. He was ready to leave with you guys.
Yeah.
And Farah, if you're going back to Shadowfell, Farah's definitely coming with you, and she's definitely seeking out that cave again.
Okay, so we don't let Infara go back into Shadowfell is what I'm hearing. You're not allowed.
Shade would not allow Infar to go back. Just because this whole situation has now traumatized the poor cat.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is the only thing that's gonna traumatize the poor cat.
This is
It's just the
literally going to be the
beginning.
only thing to traumatize the poor cat.
This is literally just the beginning. Welcome to this mess
What do you
that we
mean?
like to call a party.
We've only.
You've only
I'm gonna-
scratched the surface.
I
Nah.
mean, Shade's
You're-
already gonna kind of disappointed in herself because while she did technically keep her promise to Corvus, she also failed to protect him, which resulted in him revealing his own secret not by his choice. So she's gonna be mentally beating herself up over that.
I'm so excited. I love destroying characters. All right.
Wait,
Well,
hold on.
That's
There's
Hold
more
on.
secrets that to be discovered.
And I have to go to sleep because I have to wake up early tomorrow, not only for
Well, that's where this
work,
is gonna end
but
then,
also
so-
because people are coming by to check the
Well, that's where this is gonna end. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.